Well, kia ora e te whānau and welcome to TSB Stadium here in New Plymouth. It is time for Sky Broadband Rapid League basketball action on your Friday night. It's the Taranaki Airs, the home team up against the Otago Nuggets from Dunedin. And it's going to be a tough old game for Otago. We have a Taranaki team in pretty good form in both the Rapid League and in the Cells NBL match, which of course is coming up a little later. Glenn Lamas, my name, Crystal Ledger Walker with me. Kia ora, Crystal.
Kia ora. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited for this Rapid League matchup and what these two teams put out on the floor.
Absolutely, and look, there's a good sprinkling of experience across both teams, isn't there? As we check out the table now, Taranaki nestle nicely there in the fourth place, and Otago are right there with them as well. Their win percentage obviously is exactly the same, just a slight points percentage in favour of Taranaki, but these two teams have been going pretty well this season in the Rapid League.
Yeah, they have, and these two teams both have, you know, some depth to them. Obviously, the Otago Nuggets have a lot of experience in this Rapid League team, and so do the Airs, who also have some local talent that have been showing out, especially in this Rapid League.
Exactly, so 7 wins and 4 losses for both teams. Should be a good battle as we check out the Nuggets starting 5 for this game. Robbie Coleman, Matt Bardsley, Joe Ahi, Josh Aitchison, and Caleb Smiler comes in after missing the game against the Sharks, wearing number 44, a 21-year-old second year at the Nuggets, originally from the Waikato, actually played for the Airs back in 2022, so not unfamiliar environment for him to play in this game. As we check out the Airs side 2, Tobias Cameron, Nico Hill, first player to get to 100 points in the Rapid League this season, Jordi Hoata, Quinton Bailey, and Daron Rokawa. Whenever you see Rokawa in the starting 5 for Rapid League game, Crystal, it means there's some good depth in that squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone that's watched this league and has watched it for a few years knows what he can do and also what Tobias Cameron can do. But as you mentioned, Nico Hill has really, introduced himself to the league this year, especially in this Rapid League, and gets it done on both ends of the floor.
And both teams are in pretty good form, as we've touched on. Otago have 4 wins from their last 5. Taranaki 3 wins from their last 5. But top scorer Tobias Cameron just on 10 points per game. Aitchison's been going well for Otago too. Offensive rebounds there, Crystal, slight advantage there to Taranaki, and points per game, there's a big difference there, 8 points.
Yeah, the points per game really stands out to me in that head-to-head matchup statistics. Obviously, the Airs have a lot of individual talent and they can score at will.
Absolutely, and particularly Cameron and Hill, backed up by Xavier Adam, who's not starting this game. Sam Pan, Amy Jo Clark, and Kobe Lucas are the officials for this game. You ever watch Rapid League before? It is 4-minute quarters, and none of the starting 5 in the Cells NBL game are eligible to play in the Rapid League match. So we've got 2 evenly matched teams here. I reckon flip a coin, Crystal. I'm not game enough to pick a winner.
Yeah, no, this Airs team likes to get out and run, but the Nuggets look like they have some size today, so that'll be key for them if they can get it done and get to the rim. We'll see how this one goes.
Absolutely, Coleman, Bardsley, Aitchison, all pretty decent players. As we get this game underway here from New Plymouth. It's going to be the Airs, rather the Nuggets with the first possession. They're in the yellow. It's Bardsley with the ball. And straight away, they're not mucking around. Aitchison went for their 3-pointer, and it's going to be Taranaki ball. Cameron gives it to Bailey. Carver will settle it down for the first possession.
You see them just getting into their sets. Obviously, this is Rapid League's a bit different. It's a lot faster, so it's great to see teams getting through their stuff, slowing down the clock, and really, finding their groove in this game.
Straight away, the foul's going to go on Tobias Cameron. I think he just pushed someone there as he was trying to contest the rebound. Bardsley inbounds it to Aitchison. Aitchison again. Coleman marked high there by Nico Hill. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Nice drive to the baskets, not going to fall though, and there's the rebound by Huerta, and now here comes Rokawa. Working off Bailey, that's a nice drive. Opening points of the contest.
Yeah, beautiful drive by Rokawa and a great screen to get him open and just make use of that side of the floor. It was all open for him to find his way to the rim.
Nice awareness by Rokawa. Coleman now for Otago. There's Bardsley. Going to put a move on Tobias Cameron. That's nice play from Bardsley off the left hand.
And that's what Bardsley does so well. He's so good at getting to the rim. He doesn't attempt that many three-pointers, so his defense should be keyed in on that with the scout.
Rokawa again, nice mid-range jumper. Now the game's starting to get a nice flow on. All the points for Taranaki to Rokawa to start this game. Coleman. A little foul there by Bailey, number 32.
Yeah, just tried to get a piece of that handoff. Just reached a little bit too much.
Key player though, Quinton Bailey. Good supporting player too in the NBL lineup. Now Coleman for three. Nice high arc on that shot, but Nico Hill has it for the Airs, and here comes Rokawa again. Looks like he's had an illegal screen that time, Crystal.
Yeah, I think so, but we see them going to that punch screen for the second time now in this game, and Rokawa is really crafty and, you know, has great vision of the floor, so to get him coming off that on ball is a great look for the Airs.
Here's Rusk now out into the action for Otago. Ahi for a three-pointer. Just a touch long, a nice rebound taken by Cameron. In fact, it's been taken away by Coleman. Now Bardsley trying to work on Bailey, and that's what Bardsley's so good under the hoop like that, isn't he?
Yeah, so good around the rim, and he also plays great defense and is really, you know, nifty around the ball, getting his hands in on it.
Rokawa just couldn't float that one in. Aitchison comes away with the ball now for the Nuggets. And is he going to go coast to coast? No, whistle on that collision. Now Aitchison for the three. Good contest for the rebound, taken away by Hill again. That's the second rebound. Nico Hill's going to draw a foul there out of Michael Rusk.
We see some early subs coming in for the Airs. They're going to look to push this pace when they get in. Obviously Xavier Adams is a very quick guard, very high IQ, and he'll look to get this team's tempo going. Very promising plays, just 18. We've seen him regularly. In fact, I think he might just about be the only Airs player that's played every Rapid League game for them. Now Rokawa down the left-hand side this time, but he's got the foul. I like how aggressive he's been early in this game, really getting himself to the rim, forcing the defense to play him straight up. Yeah, and he's managed to get Otago into a little bit of foul trouble to start this game. Adam kicking it back to Hill. Three-pointer's not going to fall for Nico Hill. And Aitchison grabs the board. There's 3 rebounds to him already in this contest. Ball to Bardsley's a gem. There's 2 more to the Nuggets. Great use of the pick and roll, and he just had that size advantage on the roll. Made that look super easy. Great find by his teammates. Another turnover against the Airs. He's not treasuring the ball enough perhaps at the moment. Looks like conceded 3 fouls in this first period of this Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Here's Bardsley again. Oh, yes. Nice job done by Bardsley. That's 3 on the trot now. Or I think that was Smiler that might have got that one done. Oh, yes, it is too. Smiler. Yeah, but Bardsley set a great little screen under the hoop there and kind of cleared the way out of the paint for him. Good work by Smiler. Almost stole Matt Bardsley's playbook there. And he got the 3-point play too from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. So Otago flying okay at the moment. 2 possessions left in this quarter. See if they try to go for a 2-for-1. They do, with Rokawa really pushing the tempo. He's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2. Rokawa has 4 points. Only player from Taranaki to score so far. Could he be
the sole scorer for the Airs in this first period.
He might be. Obviously, there's only, I think, just under 30 seconds left in this quarter, so he very well might be.
6 points he has. See what they can do here. Otago, there's 3 or 4 second differential between the shot and the game clock. Rusk over to Aitchison. And there's going to be another foul on Taranaki.
Yeah, the Airs just trying to hold up that roller. Obviously, they've got burnt on it a few times now. So really just trying to disrupt that rolling to the hoop.
Yeah, it was Jacob Carr that getting that foul, and now Coleman goes to the line. So those fouls are a real concern. 5 fouls in the first period.
Yeah, very odd for Rapid League.
Very much so. And Otago are helping themselves. They haven't missed from the free throw line in the game, as Coleman converts the second one. So let's see what Taranaki can do here with this last play of this first period.
Yeah, that was almost a turnover, giving it back and stepping out of court, but the ref helped them out there.
Nice reverse layup. And Rokawa won't be the only scorer as Hoyata helps himself. Now here's Bardsley with the last play. And Smiler won't get the shot away in time, but a good quarter to Otago. They lead after the first 4 minutes of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. They're up 11-8. So looking at some scores, Rokawa with 6 is the leading scorer in the game. And for Otago, the scoring's much more evenly spread, Crystal.
Yeah, it is, and they've been getting themselves to the hoop and to the Chemist Warehouse foul line. So been getting it done at the foul line are the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's a nice 3-point lead for them, though. Leading scorer for Otago, there's 2 of them. Coleman and Bardsley both have 4, and Caleb Smiler with that 3-point play has the 3 points. Plenty for both teams to think about. Heading into the second quarter.
We see Quinton Bailey back out for the Airs. He's on 2 fouls already. So that's something to watch for as this Rapid League games continues.
Yes, indeed. Now here's Adam to start the second quarter. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this match, folks. Here's Rokawa again. And that's no foul on Bardsley that time, but he still will be Airs ball.
Yeah, it looks like he might be trying to argue that it came off Jerome's leg, which it might have, but the ref thought otherwise.
Another ball out of play. Haven't really seen a flow into the game yet, have we, Crystal?
No, not yet.
Nice play into Bailey, and again it's been lost out of court, but this time it's going to be turned over.
Yeah, and a great read by Coleman there just to see that roller coming. He was just a brick wall there for Bailey to run into. Gets the turnover.
So another chance here for Otago to extend their 3-point lead. And I think Aitchison stood on the sideline there.
But I like that little flare play for him. He's trying to get it going from the 3-point line early.
Adam, marked by Rusk. So 2 youngsters going at it there. Oh, Cameron smash there by Smiler. So another foul in the game. Cameron walking around like he's just hit by a feather there, just like his old man when he was a player back in the day.
Tobias Cameron definitely is a strong player as we see him try to turn that corner there. Obviously fouled and got a little bit of a hip check there.
Yeah, it was a pretty strong move there by Aitchison to block him. Foul went on Smiler, as we touched on. Now here's Aitchison for a 3. Oh, off the glass, and it goes. And Otago up by 6. That's the biggest lead in the game so far.
Great news for Otago, who are obviously coming off some losses in their main games, so they'll be looking for some positives and looking to get it started in this Rapid League game tonight.
Yeah, 100%. Of course, they lost to the Southland Sharks. Here's Aitchison with that three-pointer. But here's Rokawa back at the line. Chance for more free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Rokawa 3 from 3 so far in the game. Important baskets here for Taranaki with that deficit 5 points at the moment. Here's another chance for them. Perhaps a touch fortunate to get the ball back there, but doesn't matter how you get it back as Rokawa feeds it to Cameron, who buries that mid-range jumper.
Yeah, and good to see Cameron getting his iron early on the hoop. They need some other people to come up and start scoring for this Ayers team. Obviously, Doko has gotten it done. Poyata's had a couple, but they need some more to start contributing to this scoreline.
Smiler trying to work on Bailey. Excellent play from Smiler, just lacked the finish. Now Adam on the fast break. Here's Cameron. He's not going to miss. Nice basket from Tobias Cameron.
Very strong move, very strong body going to the hoop is Tobias Cameron, and he is hard to stop once he makes up his mind.
Aitchison trying to get rid of Jacob Carr. Ahi. Coleman with the tip in. There's 2 more for Otago. Robbie Coleman has 6 points in the game now. Okawa can't bank it in. Aitchison with the rebound. He's been going really well in that category. It's his 4th in the game now. Aitchison looking to get Smiler involved perhaps. Here's Coleman. 4 on the shot clock. Robbie Coleman. Can't nail that one. Cameron. Beautiful ball out to Jacob Carr. And there's 2 points to Carr.
Beautiful pass, beautiful finish. Great vision from Tobias Cameron to get that up to him.
6 point deficit has been cut to 1 now by the Ayers. Rusk, poor pass that time, easily picked off by Cameron. And Cameron almost fouled himself there, I reckon, getting a bit too fancy, but in the end he did pick up a foul on him.
Yeah, fancy little behind the back. Thought he was going to pass it. Took it back himself. Pretty little move.
Yeah, well, love watching Tobias Cameron play. There's 4 points in the game so far. Taranaki shooting the ball at 50%. Otago 42. They put up 4 more shots than their opponents in this game so far. A lot of fouls in the game. There's 11 fouls in the game so far across the 2 teams as Cameron nails the free throw from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. This is the second. So he stays on 5 points. 5-0 run though at the moment for Taranaki. As we see Bardsley end that run right there. Nice basket.
Yeah, great move by Bardsley. Just kind of fell asleep on defense, did the Ayers.
That was a good play from Bailey. Nice comeback from him. He was double teamed there, but still got the basket to drop. So tied ball game with 35 seconds left in this second period. Well, these 2 teams were evenly matched. We talked about that at the start of the game. It's proving to be just that as Rusk. Gives it to Bardsley. 3 on the shot clock. Nice rebound by Hill. Now, has that come off it's come off an Otago player.
Yeah, Bardsley just got himself to the rim very easily again then, but they forced him to go right, which is his weaker hand. So not as bad as letting him go right by you to the left.
And a player timeout is called by Xavier Adam. So Taranaki will have 11.6 seconds left to see if they can perhaps go into the lead here, Crystal, which would be a great effort given they were 6 points down.
Yeah, and great use of the player timeout. Just time to come together, see what they can, you know, brew up.
Good little crowd building up to here in New Plymouth for this game. Should have every seat taken for what should be a terrific Cells in NBL clash between the two. Tipping off at 7:30. Here's Adam. Oh, Rusk has stolen it. Now Otago have the chance here, and they call a timeout with 2.1 seconds remaining. Excellent play from Michael Rusk.
Yeah, excellent decision to call that player timeout, and that's what's so hard with these player timeouts. It's hard to decide when to go to score, because obviously if you leave just a few seconds on the clock, the other team has a chance to call it and advance the ball.
Well, Taranaki would be disappointed they didn't make more of that last possession, Crystal, right before half-time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure Xavier Adams will be a little bit disappointed in that turnover.
Let's see if Otago can make the Otago team pay for that error. He's going to be the go-to player here. Who do you give it to?
Yeah, Coleman's been going well around the rim. Might give it to him. Obviously, Bardsley also.
Coleman for three. He buries it. Nice way to finish the period there for Otago. You called it, Crystal. 21-18 at half-time. Really good effort by Otago. So Coleman with 9 points, Bardsley 6, scoring heavily for the Nuggets in that first half. Jerome Rokawa with 7 and Tobias Cameron with 5 for Taranaki as we check out the Chemist Warehouse stats. But I suspect Rokawa, Cameron, Bardsley and Coleman are going to be go-to players coming into the second half.
Yeah, definitely. Jerome Rokawa has been very aggressive in this first half of the Rapid League game, looking to get himself going, and I'm sure for the next game coming up he'll want to be warm and firing. And then we also have seen Coleman really dominating the boards. He's getting it done inside and has a little bit of a size mismatch, especially when Quinton Bailey goes out of the game.
Yeah, he's been taking full advantage with 5 rebounds. Nice spread of assists for both teams in the first half. And Cameron and Rusk have a steal each in the contest. So even though it's a 3-point game to Otago, they shouldn't be feeling comfortable. There's plenty of weapons in that Taranaki team to come back.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of individual talent and there's a lot of players on that team that can score at will. Obviously, you have to keep an eye on Rokawa, because if he gets hot, he gets going. He's definitely trouble. And then also Tobias Cameron, as we've seen, can get himself to the rim at will and can, score from all 3 levels.
Nico Hill has only put up 1 shot so far in the game. Look out if he gets opportunities too. He likes to score heavily. Taranaki is having a good season. I'm sure, as we touched on earlier, we're going to get good support in here at TSB Stadium here in New Plymouth.
In this second half, I'd just like to see the Airs play a little bit more, disciplined defense. They sent the Nuggets to the line a lot in that first quarter, and that kind of gave the Nuggets their lead.
Let's see if they improve that area. Here's Coleman. Aitchison on the run around, marked by Huata. Nice play from Josh Aitchison. He's an underrated player, Josh Aitchison. Really enjoyed watching him play all season so far. He's been contributing pretty well in the NBL games too. And he's got the opportunity. And here's Bailey posting up here on Coleman. Nice move from Bailey off the left hand.
Yeah, beautiful little hook going inside there. He just had a lot of time and space to get that move up.
Smiler, the lane shut pretty fast as Aitchison kicks it out to Coleman. Can't get back-to-back threes, and Rokawa's got the loose ball. Working off Cameron. Big 3-pointer attempt there. And Nico Hill, Otago nowhere for that rebound, and Nico Hill, he won't get easier 2 points than that in a game.
Yeah, he slid right in for that rebound and gets his name on the board with some points. Hopefully that gets him going.
Aitchison. Into Coman. Strong move by Robbie Coman. Nice basket for him. He has 11. First player to hit double figures. Nuggets up by 3. It's Rokawa. Nice pass in the end it was. Very late decision there to give it to Hoiato. It was a good one in the end.
Yeah, and Hoiato did a great job of using the opposite side of the rim, stop himself from getting blocked.
Back come Otago again with Joe Ahi that time, getting his first 2 points of the game. Both teams scoring pretty well at the moment. Cameron. Hill over to Cameron again. Jordi Huata into Bailey. A bit of a size mismatch there, and Bailey takes full advantage, helps himself to 2 more points.
Yeah, exact same move, right back to that left-hand hook, right over the defense. Keep giving it to him. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's the same looking for.
Exactly. 6 points for Quentin Bailey. Good defense being played on this set from Taranaki, and they come away with the ball through Tobias Cameron. And Cameron's foul going for that layup.
Just goes right through the body of the defense, gets himself to the Chemist Warehouse line for 2. And yeah, as I've been saying, he is a strong frame. He is hard to stop when he gets himself going downhill. And not just in these Rapid League games, he does it all the time in the NBL games as well.
Absolutely. So these teams going basket for basket in this third quarter. Both teams going pretty well from the free throw line too. Nuggets 100%. And it's 5 from 7 for Taranaki in the game. Cameron 2 from 2 from that visit, and Taranaki reclaim the lead by 1 point. Rusk. Coman. Smiler. Can't thread his way through traffic. Rusk has lost it, and here's Carr racing away. Oh! Good little steal there by Smiler. That's a great hustle from him, Crystal.
Yeah, good hands from him, and you know the offense was just a little bit unaware of the defense behind him, and Smiler did a great job to tip it off that offensive player's shoe too to get the ball back.
Yeah, really good job by Caleb Smiler. He's in possession again for Otago. Just under a minute to play in this third period. Rusk over to Coman. Kick out pass to Aitchison. Can't bury the 3. And Bailey, good rebound for him. It's his second of the game. Now Nico Hill. Little body check there from Rusk. Basket won't count from Nico Hill. As well before the shot went up. It's a 3-point game to Otago at half-time. It's tied again as Rokawa. There wasn't much contact there, I think, from Joe Ahi, but it's just enough to get the foul.
Yeah, when you're looking to score, you may as well get it to that man, Jerome Rokawa, who is very aggressive and can definitely find different ways to score.
He's an excellent all-round player as he helps himself to another free throw. 8 points for him in the game so far. Make that 9. 32 seconds left. Smiler coming down court now for Otago. Marked tightly by Jacob Carr. Aitchison. Looking a little hesitant on this play. Now they've got it into Coman, and in the end, patience was rewarded. Nice 2 points there for Coman.
Yeah, great look to get it to Coman. He is a great finisher down the stretch, and he is a good option, as we saw in that first half, getting it done.
Rokawa couldn't get the basket right at the end of the quarter. Thought he was fouled too, but no whistle there from Sampan. So there's the score at three-quarter time, 30-29. Oh, hang on. Have we got a technical foul there?
Yeah, there was a lot of chat after those fouls were or weren't called.
Just didn't quite see who that went on, Crystal. We'll have to wait and see, because there'll be a free throw to start that last period. That sort of call might be critical in the wash-up of this game.
Yeah, it's a one-point game. I'm sure whichever way this call goes, and if it ends up being a very close game, the coaches will be quite mad about this technical foul call.
Indeed. Reminding you that both teams have 7 wins and 4 losses in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. So it's a important game for both teams. Well, there's still plenty of spirit and determination in this Otago team. After a bit of a lean trot in recent times. So yeah, foul went on Taranaki.
It must have been on Jerome Dokawa after that. I saw him talking to the refs a little bit. So the Nuggets will say thank you very much.
Yeah, that makes sense too, because he thought he was fouled, but there was no call. And Rokawa, well, he's an opinionated man. Likes to get his opinions out there, Crystal.
Yep, he does. But, you know, he makes up for it when he scores. So hopefully he can score it back here and all be forgotten.
Well, let's see if Taranaki can put that behind them. Good defense on Rokawa by Bardsley. Now Hill. Oh, he's lost it. Stone cold out of court there. It's going to be Otago ball. Chance for them to take the lead. We think back to the end of the second period. Coleman nailing that three-pointer. And now to start the fourth period, that technical foul.
Yeah, Coleman's been a great option for this Nuggets team early in this Rapid League matchup.
Aitchison, 4 on the shot clock. Oh, that's a big basket there from Josh Aitchison right at the end of the play. It's Otago by 2. Aitchison now has 7 points. There's Nico Hill getting his second basket of the game. He has 4, and we're back to a tied ball game. Aitchison didn't just get the roll, and there's a... Surely that's a foul there by Carr.
Yeah, and I like how aggressive Aitchison's being. Obviously, him and Coleman both, as well as Bardsley, have really been taking most of the scoring load for the Nuggets.
Otago to inbound it. 2 fouls on the ears so far. Smiler. Here's Coleman. Can't get that 3 on target, and Cameron is fouled by Bardsley in the contest for that loose ball.
And it has been a physical matchup, but it does look like it's getting a bit chippy out there, and we see another technical foul call. See which way this one goes.
Plenty for both teams to think about. There's real intensity in this game. It has been right from the tip-off. Rokawa. Kick out.
Great find.
And Adam nails it. Great basket there from Taranaki and Xavier. And that means that all 7 of their players have scored now in the game.
Yeah, great kick out by Rokawa. All the defense was drawn in the paint, and he was able just to look up and find Xavier Adams waiting out there for his three-point shot.
Aitchison took steps, according to the officials.
Yeah, good
Turnover.
call. Good call. I think he went left-right with that step and, you know, tried to do a little give and go. So good catch by the ref.
So a couple of things just going against Otago in the last 30 seconds or so. A bound pass to Rokawa. Little dodgy as we see Jerome Rokawa. Oh, he's lost it. Coleman's picked it up and then gives it straight to Adam. And Bailey back to Adam. Bailey's got the offensive rebound. Excellent play from Bailey. He has 8 in the game, and all of a sudden Taranaki are in the box seat.
Yeah, they are, and momentum has just gone their way a little bit after that technical foul call.
They're playing tough defense all of a sudden too. He can't get that basket to drop, and here comes Cameron. And Cameron won't get that basket to drop, but he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 free throws.
Yeah, good work from Tobias Cameron to get that out in transition and get himself to the line once again. But just a little bit of a finish that was too tricky for Ahi. He should have just gone up for a basic layup, but just made it a little bit too hard and sent the airs the other way.
Taranaki have outscored Otago 8-3 now in this 4th period.
We see Bailey and Coleman on the base, or sorry, just on that right side of the paint, just having a little bit of an arm wrestle.
Cameron with 2 free throws. 5 from 6 from the line for him in the game. He has 9 points, and it's a 7-point game. This is the biggest lead of the game. Taranaki enjoying a 7-0 run. Otago now, the clock is against them too. Oh, it's a foul against Robbie Coleman. Nothing going Otago's way at the moment.
Yeah, and super tough for Otago. They obviously led most of the game in the first half, if not all of it. And calls are just not going their way right now.
And now gives the opportunity for Taranaki to just manage the game a little bit. Or Rokawa makes them pay with a 3-pointer, and it's all of a sudden blown out to double digits.
Yeah, hits it from the corner and turns around and has something to say about it.
Oh, and that's come off Bardsley. Nothing going right here for Otago. What a great 3-pointer to Daron Rokawa at a key time in the game.
Yeah, very key for them. Puts them up 10. If the Nuggets want to get back in this, they need to get a stop in this possession.
Almost lost there by Cameron. And Huerta has lost it out of court. It's going to be Otago ball. 48 seconds to play. Otago now need a miracle. Bardsley. Not going to get that to drop. Aitchison, that's a good rebound, and he's fouled. Contesting that one, trying to gather it in. But they've gone icy cold, Otago. They've only scored 3 points in this 4th quarter. Been outscored 15-3. We'll get that confirmed in just a moment. 12-3 it is. 12-3 in this quarter.
Right, make that 12-4 as Aitchison tries to get them back in this.
This is the second Coleman was up there for the offensive rebound, and Cameron's conceded a foul now.
Yeah, and he's confused about that. You know, if anything, I thought it might be an over-the-back call, but the ref saw something different.
A lot of fouls in this game. 19, 20 fouls now.
Yeah, 37 seconds left in this game. Anything could happen. Especially if they're fouling a lot and they get themselves to the Chemist Warehouse line.
Coleman has 14 points. Set the second one to drop as well. Full court pressure coming here from the Nuggets. Cameron, down court it goes. Beautiful ball to Adam. Back to Cameron. That's good play. That soaks up time off the shot and game clock until Coleman had really no option but to concede the foul there.
Yeah, great look away by Tobias Cameron to get that up the floor to Xavier Adams, and they just wound that clock all the way down. Good high IQ play by both of them. So
Adam This is the first free throw. Otago need this to miss, and they need the ball quickly. Rattles in. It's an 8-point game with 24 to play. They need a quick three here, Otago, to have any chance in this game. Aitchison can't bury it. And there's a little reach in from Smiler on Adam. Just Taranaki have just executed better in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they have, and momentum has really just gone their way. Obviously the Nuggets just couldn't finish off some of those easy baskets around the rim. Took some harder shots than they needed to outside. And the Airs just converted theirs in this fourth quarter to get them over the line.
Great all-round performance from the Airs. As I touched on, all 7 of their players have scored. Adams misses the second one, and there's a player timeout called with 13 seconds to play. Of course, every basket counts.
Yeah, and the Nuggets know that if they have any chance of, working themselves back up in that ladder, they need the points and everything, to add up their way. And I'm sure it's going to come down to it by the end of the season. I'm sure there's going to be some points differential in with that middle bunch, and Otago will be hoping to get in there.
It's just hit the foot there, so it's going to be Otago possession again with 12 seconds to play. Coleman. Aitchison again. Lucky miss there. Rokawa with the rebound. And I think that's going to get it done. Rokawa, maybe one more chance. Oh, yes, Tobias Cameron. Every basket counts, as we mentioned. And that three-pointer right at the end of the game was a beauty for Taranaki. And they win the Sky Broadband Rapid League game with a very impressive final quarter. 47-35 in the end. Cameron finished with 12 points. Rokawa with 12 as well. And that was an excellent all-round performance by Taranaki in the last quarter.
Yeah, and a sneaky little play there by Durandoko at the end. Just walks with it, pretends like the game's over. Never mind, Tobias Cameron wants a shot right there. We'll get him an extra 3 points.
Brilliant work from Rokawa. Controlled the game really well, but the top scorer in the game, Robbie Coleman, excellent match from him. 15 points. As we flick over to the rebounds too on the Chemist Warehouse stats here, Crystal, he had a good day at the other end too with 5 rebounds. Excellent all-round performance from him.
Yeah, Coleman definitely did a lot for this Otago Nuggets team, and they just needed someone else to help him out. Obviously, Aitchison tried. Bardsley had a good first half, but in that second half, they needed someone else to stand up. And they just couldn't get it done in the end, especially the way Otago was playing, and Tobias Cameron for the Airs side. Yeah,
4 assists there to Rokawa. They shot the ball well too, with 16 from 24 in the game, 66%, and Otago only shot the ball at 40%. So there you go, folks. Congratulations to the Taranaki Airs. They win their 8th game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League with a good win over the Otago Nuggets, 47-35. More basketball coming shortly, though, here from TSB Stadium in New Plymouth. In about 15 minutes, we'll have the Cells NBL game for you between the Airs and the Nuggets. We hope you can join us then.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E. Help me up, never let it fall. Help me roll like an animal. Back to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
Well, kia ora everybody. It's nice that you can join us for Friday Night Hoops here from TSB Stadium here in New Plymouth. It is Cells NBL action between Taranaki Airs and Otago Nuggets, and this should be a good clash. So the Otago team in the Central North Island for their swing here in New Plymouth, and then head down to Palmy to play the Manawatu Jets. Glenn Lama's my name. Thank you for joining us. Crystal Ledger Walker here, and Crystal kia ora. And I like the way Taranaki have been travelling, and Otago have got some challenges in the moment, haven't they?
Yes, Otago Nuggets have been struggling as of late, obviously losing their last 4 games, and their last win was against the Giants at home. So, yeah, they'll be looking to try swing some momentum back their way.
And the mixandpick.com poll this evening suggests exactly, or backs you up 100% there, with the Airs 1 to 15, 59%, 16 plus 30%, and Otago gets the win. The Nuggets get the win, 11%. All you need to do is scan that QR code, folks. Answer that question, who will win and by how much, and you could be the winner of a Cells Pizza prize code. So get into it, and we'll keep coming back to that code as we go through the match. Auckland Tuatara continue to play very well. They're on top of the table. Nice little 2-game buffer over the resurgent Canterbury Rams, the defending champions. Taranaki moved up into 3rd place on the back of some pretty decent form, and Otago have fallen away, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, the Otago Nuggets obviously having a little bit of adversity, losing Ty Webster, and the Airs have been on the rise, obviously with a more complete team who have stuck together all season, and things are starting to roll for them.
Absolutely, but if Otago can get this win, an upset win, you know, they can go to 5 wins and join those other teams and stay in the hunt for the top 6. Won't be easy for them, but if they can get it done, it will be a fantastic achievement. So here is the schedule for the next couple of days. We've got the Canterbury Rams playing the Hawke's Bay Hawks, and Auckland hosting Wellington. That's going to be a big match coming up tomorrow night. Double header for you Saturday. And then Southland. Just keep your eye on Southland after we called that game last week. Their win over Otago, their first of the season. I reckon Southland have got some more wins in them this season. And Franklin, they'll be sizing and lining them up.
Yeah, for sure. The Southland have added a new piece. to their team, and they're looking good. As you mentioned, that last game, getting the win over these Nuggets players. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, Cooper Robb, keep your eye on him. Just brings a measure of composure to their lineup. But let's have a look at Otago's lineup. Interesting change to their starting five. Russo Nance is still there. Kamani Lawrence. Darcy Knoxgo gets the start over Darko Kelly, who's going to enter this game from the bench. Ben Henshaw and Jack Andrew are there again. Coach is Brent Matahaere, and now interviewing him today is a very special guest, a man known as Taki Andrew Parkinson, a former Aussie professional player. He played 7 seasons for the South East Melbourne Magic, won 2 NBL titles with them as well.
I'm here with Otago Nuggets coach, Coach Brent. Now, Coach, you've been going through a bit of a rough patch, but what have you done this week to prepare for tonight?
Yeah, I think anytime you're going through a rough patch, it's making sure you stick with your processes and do what's worked in the past. And so we've been doing that. We've just been trying to get on the same page and make sure we're, enjoying our trainings, and we have been. So that's positive for this week.
That's great. Now, of course, it's been a bit tough for you with the loss of Ty Webster, but the question that everyone wants to know is he going to come back this season?
Well, it depends on how the birth goes and, how things are panning out overseas and so on. So I believe June 4th is the due date. So, well wishes go to Ty, and we'll see how it plays out after that.
No worries. We'll have a great game tonight. Good luck.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for that.
Yeah, big challenge coming up here for Brent Matahaere. Now, let's have a look at the Airs. No surprises here, Crystal, with Flynn Cameron, Elijah Minnie, Mitch McCarron, Carlin Davison and Sam Froling back out there.
Yeah, very talented starting five for this Airs team, and they're a deep team and held together by my favourite player, Mitch McCarron, who plays for the Airs and wearing number 10. And obviously he kind of gets this team rolling.
Absolutely, he is the real glue of this team. Sam McKinnon is the coach. He also spoke to Andrew Parkinson.
Okay, we're here with Taranaki Airs coach Sam McKinnon. So Sam, you've been in a bit of form recently. What are you expecting tonight from the Nuggets?
Yeah, I think they had a tough loss against the Sharks last week, so they're professional athletes. They're going to want to come and make up for that. We're ticking along nicely. Stretch of home games, which is great for the boys, and Friday night games, our first of the season, so looking forward to that.
That's great. Now, what about the battle of the guards tonight with Flynn Cameron and Ben Henshaw? How do you see that one going?
Yeah, I think that's going to go to boomers and tall blacks in the years to come. I'm glad we have Flynn on our team, and watching Ben in the ANBL, he did really well against the Phoenix, and getting his chance right now to get buckets for them. And he's someone we have to focus on, bring a level of physicality with him, and just grind him down over the course of the game.
No worries. Well, have a good one. Good luck.
It's great to have an Australian NBL legend, the microwave Andrew Parkinson here.
That's a bit of a stretch, but thanks for that anyway.
A couple of characters there, eh? Great to have Andrew Parkinson over in New Zealand for sure, here in New Plymouth. So Taranaki Otago not too far away from tip-off. If you missed the Rapid League game between these two teams, it was the Airs winning that by 47-35. Let's have a look at these Chemist Warehouse head-to-head stats here to Crystal, and points against starting to lengthen out, isn't it, against Otago. And in fact, we look at field goal percentage, favours the Airs as well. 4 wins from their 5 games. It's looking pretty solid for Taranaki heading into this one.
Yeah, we know the Nuggets have a lot of talented individuals. If they can kind of play together, that will be their focus tonight, as we heard Brent touch on, is really just trying to find their chemistry and get themselves together. And they also need to play great defense. We know that they can score, but can they put it together defensively to slow down this Airs team?
And what do you make of that decision to not start Darko Kelly, the Nuggets, one of the American players in the Nuggets team?
Yeah, maybe Darcy Knox is going to be that glue guy for the Nuggets. Maybe he'll try to get his team going. Obviously, Darko Kelly plays very similar to Ben Henshaw, so we're not missing a lot in terms of his length and his scoring ability there. But yeah, maybe Darcy Knox will start to bring it on this defensive end and get momentum going the Nuggets' way.
No change in that mixandpick.com poll, but you can still win that Sal's Pizza prize code by having a crack, folks. Just scan that QR code on your screen right now and get into it. The referees, we just saw them a moment ago, Melanie O'Connor, Sam Pan and Amy Jo Clark for this evening's game. And with a good crowd in here in New Plymouth, and I'm not surprised given the team's right up into third place. I mean, some experts had them as winning the league this year, their pre-season's pick, and are they starting to show real championship calibre, do you think, Crystal?
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they're still at the top of the list for a lot of people. Obviously, the Rams are on a really good run right now, and that's also another top team. But the Airs are right up there with the double-double machine and Sam Froling, you know, kind of leading the way for them.
Absolutely. We can't forget the Auckland Tuatara as well. They have been very impressive of late. Wellington Saints maybe just a touch up and down. But those four teams, do you think, still look the four teams?
Yeah, definitely. The top four are looking really strong and dominant. Obviously, the Saints have had a little bit of, you know, injury issues, and with Hiram Harris being out, that's a massive loss for them. But they have a great management crew down there, so it'll be interesting to see how they fill his gap.
Yeah, a couple of mid-season changes to their team too. Dion Brewster is back at the Saints, so we'll see what impact he has. It's been a very settled lineup for Taranaki, and I guess if you can keep those core five players together like Cameron, Minnie, McCarron, Davis and Froling, and you've got good, you know, players coming off the bench like Tobias Cameron, Quinton Bailey, Daron Rokawa, you know, you're getting, you know, time on the court with all of those guys is just going to make them tougher at both ends of the court.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they have a great mix too of experience and young talent coming through. Obviously with the likes of Carlin Davison, he brings a lot of, you know, excitement and gets up and down the floor, and he's still young and learning his role within the team. But then you have someone like Mitch McCarron who can kind of pull them all together and get everyone in their roles and get them the looks that they need to really elevate their game.
Yeah, McCarron's been a real key. 7 assists a game. He's perhaps not scoring as heavily as he might have maybe 4 or 5 years ago, just around 8 or 9 points per game, but he's become that real key glue player, as you touched on, as we look at Brent Matahaere here with the last-minute instructions for his team as they look to put that loss to the Sharks behind them very quickly. It won't be easy here in New Plymouth against this team.
Yeah, definitely not. They have kind of been on a downward little run as of late, but one exciting thing to watch in the Nuggets team is Dante Russo-Nance, who's come back into their lineup and is a very exciting player and has been, you know, an exciting prospect for New Zealand basketball in the last few years.
100%. He's still only 19. And if Otago going to upset this Taranaki team, he's going to have to get hot. So will Lawrence. So will Ben Henshaw as well. He is another key player for Otago. He needs to shoot the lights out.
Yeah, and we saw what the Nuggets could do early in the season. Obviously, they started the season really well. They celebrated their 50th win, you know, since they've come back into the competition. So, yeah, they started the season really well, and we know that they have it in them to really show up and win games. But just can they turn it around and get things going back in that direction again?
Yes, indeed. Sam Froling, dominant player at both ends of the court. Athleticism in Carlin Davison. Same with Elijah Minnie. Flynn Cameron. Come off a really good season over in Melbourne. Just got all the bases covered, haven't they? I'll test of their resolve coming up, their ability to bounce back. And see if Otago are up to the challenge of beating Taranaki. We've been super competitive all season and thoroughly deserved their top 3 spot in the Cells NBL to this point of the season. Jack Andrews going to have his hands full in this contest with Sam Froling, who's opposite. Froling's numbers have been impressive. 23 points per game, 12 rebounds a game. Well, underway here in New Plymouth. Thank you for joining us. It's Otago with the first possession here in the Cells NBL match against Taranaki. Straight away, Knox goes for a three-pointer. And it's tipped back into the hands of Russo Nance. Great job by Lawrence to do so. Henshaw back out to Russo Nance. Lawrence marking up here on Davison. And Lawrence times that shot really well. It's 2-0.
Yeah, Lawrence has been really consistent this season, obviously scoring 21 points per game, and can really get himself into the paint and just body other players to get himself there and also to the free throw line.
Well, Davison found himself in a lot of space there. And there's that athleticism I mentioned before. He's got the foul out of Darcy Knox. Davison going at 14 points per game this season. Shooting at 69% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe this season. Scores locked up early. Oh, Lawrence almost losing the ball there. Gee, that was a close call.
Yep, that was a little wake-up call for him. Gets it back to Henshaw, who has safe hands.
Russo Nance. Nice little passing fake there. He gets his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, and we see that little flare screen just opens up that whole back side of the court. The player in the corner just cleared out to open that side right up for Dante to get to the rim.
Here it is. Reach and foul there on Flynn Cameron. A couple of fouls early for the Otago team. It's another thing too, if Otago want to get heading in the right direction. They don't want to get into early foul trouble. It's the handbrake you don't want to have. Here's Minnie for three. And Russo Nance with the rebound. Russo Nance, nice drive. Can't get the weight on that shot. And Davison's got it for Taranaki. Now Cameron. Karen gives it back to Davison. And there's Davison with another 2 points.
Yeah, the Airs are so good at getting out in transition. They have 5 players that can all push the ball and can all score, so are all very dangerous, you know, coming down the floor. So the Nuggets have to do a great job of transition defense against them and not turning the ball over.
Andrew under the basket, and there's 2 points for Jack Andrew, his first 2 points of the game. No signs early in this game of Otago being rattled whatsoever. McCarron. Froling with his first touch. Oh, and it's a little unlucky. Is that Lawrence getting a second foul of the game? No, in fact, that's his first, with fouls to Russo Nance and Knox so far. Three fouls conceded by Otago now in the game, as we see Cameron kicking it out to McCarron. Lovely little pass back to Davison. Elevation on his jump is very impressive. There's 6 points already for Carlin Davison. He's got all of Taranaki's points.
Yeah, and that's dangerous if he can get going, get his jump shot going, because obviously he can get to the rim and is very athletic finishing around there. He can shoot the three, but his jump shot, if that gets going and he opens up on all 3 levels, that's going to be a dangerous sign for the Nuggets.
Sure is. We're in for an exciting night. Basketball action. Davison rolls away again. Oh, he missed the layup. Another one. 3rd point, no foul. Cameron has it. Now Minnie. Minnie can't nail the jumper either. Wow. That was disappointing for Carlin Davison, particularly the first one, Crystal.
Yeah, man, he just wanted to get his rebounds up there. He was just getting his rebound stats up. But yeah, the Nuggets definitely need to box out and keep him off the boards.
So Darko Kelly into the game.
Interesting for them, you know, not to play him in the Rapid League if he wasn't starting, and to only have 6 players playing in the Rapid League, obviously saving him for this game instead.
Absolutely. Now Lawrence working away on Davison. That's a tough basket to make. Oh, Froling's lost it. And there's Jack Andrew. Smashing one down. 10-6. McCarron off to the races. Can't nail it, but Elijah Minnie follows up in style.
Great follow-up by Minnie and just showing his athleticism and length to get that ball.
Ooh, unlucky there for Darko Kelly. That's a good hustle from Andrew to pick up that ball, though. Now Lawrence with a no-looker. Was no good to Jack Andrew.
Yeah, no good, but great read and great little cut along the baseline when the defense was just a tad behind.
Well, 10-6 early. Still Carlin Davison, the only one to score in these first 4 minutes for Taranaki. In fact, of course, that's clicked over to 8 now. McCarron brings it down court. Cameron hasn't been able to get hot just yet. He hasn't even put up a shot. Maybe now's the time for Flynn Cameron. No. Stolen away by Darko Kelly. In fact, that was Russo Nance and Otago going all right to start this game.
Yeah, great hands by Russo Nance to start this game. He's got his hands on a couple rebounds and getting some steals. He has a good knack for getting the ball.
Now Froling. Otago have done really well to keep him quiet. That was only his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and the Nuggets just doing a good job on defense on him, really being physical, trying to keep him out of the paint, because the Airs have been trying to get him the ball and been running some sets for him as well.
Tony Lawrence has been impressive early in this game too, Crystal. Goes to the Chemist Warehouse stripe here. Tony Lawrence has 4 points.
And no surprise from Lawrence. He is obviously one of the league's leading scorers and can get it done. But, you know, gets it done all inside the paint. He hasn't shot one three-pointer all year.
Lawrence again. There he is. That's a good move, isn't it?
So creative and just snuck that up there. There wasn't much space.
That's a really good basket. Now Froling with Robbie Coleman out there now. Otago going to find it tough. But they've done a good job on Froling so far. Now Bardsley on court 2 for the Nuggets. They've been impressive, only Froling putting up 2 shots in the game so far. There is Russo Nance again. Coleman for 3. And there's some action under the basket there with Bardsley going down.
Great start to the game by the Nuggets. They're getting it done on the defensive end and they're staying active on those offensive rebounds to give themselves some extra looks on the offensive end. So this is what they need to do to keep it up and, you know, turn the tides their way.
Yeah, they just got to keep it up for the whole game, Crystal, don't they? Here's Henshaw. Gives it to Lawrence. And that's better defense by Taranaki. Nice and aggressive without conceding a foul. And now Cameron. Bailey's out there too. Now McCarron. Froling. Nice basket there from Sam Froling.
Yeah, tough shot. Good physicality from Coleman to meet him there and beat him to the spot. But Froling just too good on that fadeaway.
Shaw. Darko Kelly gets it back from Coleman. Coleman. Oh, Cameron got a little hand in there, and here come the Airs on the fast break as Cameron settles it down to McCarron. Tobias Cameron can't nail the three-pointer. Offensive rebound taken by Bailey. Can't get the layup to drop, and that's going to be Taranaki ball. Otago a little unlucky there. Funny, isn't it, Crystal, that sometimes you see players like Bailey do all the hard work there, but then just can't put it back in.
Yeah, just can't, but very strong frame around the rim. You definitely need to get a body on him and get him out of the way, because if you're just going into a jumping battle, most likely he will come up with it.
There's Froling rolling off Rokawa, but he can't nail it. Interesting to see Bailey and Froling out there together for Taranaki. Don't suspect that's happened too often this year. Nice pass. Aitchison back to Russo Nance for 3. going to be Taranaki ball. Plenty of things for both coaches, I think, to think about in the first quarter so far.
Yeah, definitely. The Airs need to get Sam Froling some more ball and get him going. Obviously, he is a key piece to this Airs team. As we see him just take a seat and Carlin Davidson come back in the game.
Froling sits down after 7 minutes with 4 points. And he's not seen much ball, has he? Davidson. Rokawa. Here's McCarron. Marked by Henshaw. Oh, McCarron again created space for himself really well there, but couldn't finish. Darko Kelly. Henshaw. That's Henshaw at his best right there.
Yeah, we know that he can really get fired up and light the floor up. He can get his scoring going. That is a great sign for the Nuggets.
Here's Tobias Cameron, can't nail from the corner. Henshaw with the rebound, good grab from him, but he's had the ball pinched out of his hands. And who's that come off? I think that came off Daly's foot, did it?
Yeah, I think they might have caught a foul. Might have got a foul on the ground going around for that ball.
Unlucky on the Nuggets there. Go on, Robbie Coleman. A little unlucky there for Robbie Coleman. Otago have really worked hard in this game and thoroughly deserve their 4-point lead so far.
Yeah, they have, and they're doing a great job on the defensive end. As we see, that was just a little bit too easy to let Mitch McCarron get into the paint. But other than that, they've been doing a great job of packing the paint and making it really hard to score inside for the Airs.
McCarron with some pretty firm instructions there for the on-court players. Now Quinton Bailey going to the line. Free throw shooting around 50% for the Cells NBL season. Leading scorer in the game so far is Russo Nance with 6. Carlin Davison 6 for Taranaki. Second free throw not falling from the Chemist Warehouse stripe for Bailey. So Nance back out there. A little foul by Rokawa on him. Pace of the game suits Otago at the moment too, Crystal. You know, it's not particularly quick at the moment, which is going to suit, it seems to suit Otago quite nicely at the moment.
Yeah, it does, and we just see the Nuggets playing with a lot more urgency, I think, than the Airs right now. They're hustling all around for the ball, really making the most of their possessions.
Henshaw misses that mid-range jumper, Froling with the rebound. Here comes Carlin Davison. Rokawa. That's unlucky there for Kamani Lawrence. They've just come off his leg, in fact. So no foul conceded. Cameron over to his brother. It's Tobias. Darko Kelly is going to concede the foul.
And Tobias Cameron just does a great job of bullying his way to the basket. He does that so well, and we saw it in the Rapid League game. He can just get himself to the rim at will and has really made a living at this Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
So Tobias Cameron. Foul was before the shot. So Tobias Cameron, good free throw shooter too, over 80% for Taranaki in 2024.
He's a great player to have coming off the bench as well. Obviously can score a bunch, but also plays great defense and takes a lot of pride of playing good one-on-one defense.
Darko Kelly's just finding out there. Hard luck for Cameron.
Yeah, just a dog for the ball. Absolutely gets his hands on it and is all over it. We've seen that time and time again throughout the season. We see the Airs coaches asking for an 8-second call, or what the 8-second count is. They're a little bit upset that the refs didn't say anything about that.
Henshaw. There's that little mid-range jumper. He's so effective in nailing. Henshaw has 4 points. Otago back to 3. They've led the entire game, Otago. Taranaki have not led so far, as you see Froling. But they're right there, the Airs. Froling with a little fadeaway again. Too good there for Jack Andrew. 6 points for Froling. Back to a 1-point game. Inside the last minute of the first quarter. Now Lawrence has lost it. Rokawa picks up the loose ball. Flynn Cameron. Rokawa settles it for 3. Can't nail it. There's the offensive rebound there for Davison. Is that basket going to count? Or is it going against Taranaki?
Great extra passes by the Airs to work that all the way around and get a really good look for Rokawa, who is a sniper from outside, but just can't get that one to fall. But that's great ball movement from the Airs.
So 39.4 seconds to play. Knox struggles to inbound it just for a moment. Suiso Nance getting all tangled up there with Tobias Cameron.
Yeah, and we also see Flynn Cameron taking a fall under the basket. Getting a little bit heated out there.
Yeah, just like the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. We saw 2 technical fouls in that game. Score's going to be interesting because those 2 incidents seem to happen at exactly the same time, Crystal.
Right, and it seems like each ref saw something different, so I have to have a little talk about it.
Well, in the meantime, McCarron's going to check back in for Flynn Cameron. So there's going to be Suiso Nance to the line to shoot 2 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Tight ball game with 35 seconds left. Another corridor with the officials here. What's going on here?
Yeah, not too sure what they're discussing. Oh, they had the wrong shooter.
Karen's got plenty to say too. Does that missed free throw not actually count? Yep. Suiso Nance, a little smirk on his face there.
Yeah, he's not too mad about that call. He'll say, yeah, don't add that miss to my stat line.
Exactly. No little blemish on that. As Henschel rattles in 2 free throws, so Otago back to the 3-point lead. Just a 2-possession game left in this first quarter. Cameron back to McCarron. Rokawa. And there's a foul. They want to get it to Froling, but they can't get it to him at the moment with any great consistency, Crystal.
Yeah, they can't, but Okawa is very aggressive, and we saw it in the Rapid League game. He does a great job of getting himself to the rim and drawing fouls. Obviously, with a little head nod there, he really sells it and is able to get himself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. But he is really aggressive, and it's great when these guards are aggressive, because as they become more aggressive, it will be easier to get Froling the ball inside, because they'll obviously have to play the guards more straight up.
Rokawa at the line. First point of the game for him. Second 2 is it's back to a 1-point game. So last possession potentially here for the Nuggets. No one to make this count. After a really good first quarter. Henshaw it is in possession. Oh, McCarron! Henshaw with 3 seconds. It still might work out here for the Nuggets. There's a foul before the basket by Daron Rokawa. So that layup from Lawrence won't count, but messy end to that first quarter, and we've still got 0.9 seconds to play.
Yeah, very messy in there, but it all started with great hands by Mitch McCarron, who was able to pick Ben Henshaw's pocket, and he does have golden hands. He gets it done on defense. He's able to get, quick tips here and there, and on offense he moves the ball so well. So he has golden hands.
So Lawrence it is. Can't get that second free throw to drop. They've got it back though. Lawrence can't nail the 2-pointer to close the quarter out. But it's been a pretty solid quarter for Otago. They lead 21-19 at quarter time. It is 21-19 as we head to the second quarter of the Sal's NBL game. It's the visitors, Otago, up by 2. And we have Riso Nance with 6, Henshaw with 6, Jack Andrew with 4, Kamani Lawrence with 5. Good spreading of the scorers for the Otago team. 12 rebounds already as well. Out rebounding Taranaki by 2 at the moment. Crystal, as we see, Davison and Froling contributed 6 points each, but Taranaki haven't really created, I guess, the number of good looks they might have wanted in this first quarter.
Yeah, definitely not, but the Nuggets have been playing great defense. They've really been packing the paint and been making it really hard for the Airs to score inside. So we'll see if they can keep that going in this second quarter.
Rokawa gets it to Froling, who lays it in off that left hand of his. That's good play, good combination. And there's Rokawa making a nuisance of himself. Can't get the ball back though. I like the energy from Rokawa off the bench in this game so far too.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have been spoken about in that quarter time, is picking up the defense. Obviously we know that the Nuggets can score in bunches and they have a lot of individual talent. So can the Airs, really start to turn them over like they did just then?
It feels all of a sudden in these first few seconds that Taranaki have woken up from, I don't know, a bit of a slumber.
Yeah, maybe just started the game a bit complacent. As we see Rokawa knock down a 3, as we know he can.
Rokawa with that 3 goes to 5 points, and all of a sudden Taranaki hit the front for the first time in the game. Now Lawrence working away on Davison, and Lawrence rattles that one in. He has 7 in the game, and Otago needed a momentum stopper, and they got one.
Lawrence has been great to start this game. We know he can score. We know he's leading the league in scoring. Obviously, I think 3rd in the league. But he can just get himself to the rim so easily, and he makes it look so much easier than it is.
And here he is, Lawrence. And Andrews just got a little nudge from Carlin Davison. Again, excellent play from Otago, and Jack Andrew is going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 free throws.
I've liked the chemistry we've seen between these two bigs so far. We saw in the first quarter a little sneaky pass along the baseline that didn't connect. but that one obviously did, and I like how they really work off each other and around each other.
Jack Andrew. And we mentioned he's got a big game, big job in this game, marking Sam Froling. And Andrew does a good job to nail those free throws. He has 6 in the game. And Otago and Taranaki are locked up again. Froling up high on Andrew. Almost loses it, Sam Froling. Did well, the big fella, to get down and grab the ball. Davison, oh, blocked there by Lawrence. Froling's got another chance, though. Hasn't hit the rim, though, and now we've got some action off the ball. Hang on. What's going on here? The officials picked up something off the ball, perhaps, Crystal.
Yeah, perhaps having a little talk about it with the score bench. But great block by Lawrence. I'm sure Carlin Davison does not feel that very often.
Okawa to inbounder. Karen jumps into Lawrence, looking for the foul, wasn't coming, and now Henschel's got it. Around McCarron he goes. Henschel, they're going to settle it down for another set play. Henschel, oh, Lawrence left the ball behind him. That's disappointing.
Yeah, great find from Henschel to get it to him. Just a little too much strength on that pass.
McCarron. Excellent adjustments by Otago. There's Minnie. Haven't really seen too much of him, as we saw Davison try a miraculous put back. Now here comes Kamani Lawrence. And Lawrence, that was impressive.
Yeah, too easy for him, too easy in transition.
And that's great play from McCarron. Knows when to pull the trigger, Mitch McCarron. 3-point play for him. That was needed for Taranaki, because that was a nice little 5-0 run there for Otago.
Yeah, and obviously they want to talk about it a little bit, but if there's one guy to turn it around for the Airs, we've been saying it all season long, he is the glue, he is the experience for this Airs team. It is Mitch McCarron who will turn the game around.
Yeah, he's going to be a key player for the Breakers too in the upcoming NBL season later on in the year. Interesting to see the coach, who the coach will be now following Modi Ma'o's departure.
It's very interesting. Interesting to see if they'll pull anyone up from this league into that coaching role, or if they'll go elsewhere overseas, maybe Europe or America. We'll see what that management decides to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be fascinating. Don't forget about Hoop Heads, folks, at 6 o'clock each Wednesday. Always good to see everything being broken down each week. Always talking points. Yes, I'm sure there will be out of this game too, with a tied score at 26 apiece with 7:38 to play in the second period. Kamani Lawrence with 9 points. He's shooting at 57%, which is what Otago is shooting at as well as a team. Taranaki's shooting 9 from 26, Crystal. Bit on the low side for them at the moment, but as we touched on earlier, and that's credit to Otago's defense off the ball here, they just haven't been getting good looks, Taranaki.
Yeah, no, they haven't, and they haven't been finishing around the hoop. Obviously, we saw that little patch of play from Carlin Davison where he just missed all those little layups, and you know, those are the ones that really make a difference, especially when it's a tight game like this.
So McCarron completes the 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. It's the home team up by 1 once more. And McCarron has 3 in the game. Russo Nats want to work off Jack Andrew. This is going to settle for a 3. And Darko Kelly can't salvage that one.
That was a good little mismatch for the Nuggets there, is to get Froling on Russo Nance.
Oh, McCarron just lost the ball there, and Lawrence makes him pay. I wonder if McCarron just went over on his ankle. He doesn't look comfortable, does he?
No, he doesn't, and that was a very uncharacteristic from him to lose that ball. But yes, he looks in pain.
Doesn't look impressed at all, and just slipped on a bit of sweat there or something. Also like a bonus 2 points there for Lawrence. Oh, well, take two.
Right, try that again.
Bailey. He almost loses control of it. Stolen by Otago. Lawrence has it again. And there's two more for Lawrence as McCarron ends up on the floor again. And Otago got a nice roll on all of a sudden. A couple of easy baskets for them. They've got their tails up as we see a timeout called by Sam McKinnon.
Things are just going the way of the Nuggets right now. Obviously, that little loose ball leaks out. That's a couple points there. Then a fumble of the ball on the other end. That's another couple points for the Nuggets. And they need all of these. Obviously, they're coming off a 4-game losing streak, so they're really fighting for this one, and they're trying to get themselves back up on that leaderboard.
Well, you have to give it to Otago in the game so far. You know, easy to drop your head to a team after losing to the bottom place team. They hadn't won in 11 games, but they have rolled their sleeves up, put their hard hats on, haven't they?
They certainly have, and we heard Brent Mataria talk about it in his pre-game interview, that they're really trying to build their chemistry back up and turn things around. They've been trying hard at trainings, and now it's time for that to translate to the games.
Nothing like, you know, basically being written off by all and sundry. And you adopt that kind of siege mentality to try and get yourself out of it.
Yeah, definitely, and they have a big game coming up next as well versus the Jets, which they'll absolutely need to get to keep themselves in the hunt of playoffs. So it's not necessarily just about this game, it's about building that momentum and building that chemistry for the games coming up as well.
Well, Flynn Cameron's back out there now, Froling. Now Cameron under the basket on Henshaw. Cameron misses. McCarron's there to tidy up though. And Taranaki trail by one.
And that's a great set by the Airs, just to pull their bigs up high, really open that paint up for Flynn to go to work in there. And he does have, you know, a stronger frame against Ben Henshaw inside, so that's a great look for him.
Right on Brent Matahaere. He's got his team right in the hunt here. There's still a long way to go in this game, and momentum can shift very quickly. You get the feeling of Taranaki get, you know, 8-9 ahead. Could be tough for Otago. Russo Nance. Maybe should have taken the shot himself in the end. He gets the 2 points anyway.
Yeah,
just things falling for them at the moment.
Right, it's just falling perfectly for them. Really getting all those O boards. Another great steal by Ben Henshaw. And throwing it down, hanging himself on the rim. This is going the way of the Nuggets right now.
Wow, wow, wow. Henshaw now up to 8 points as Cameron responds very nicely for the Airs. But here's Otago through Darko Kelly. Lawrence again and scoring threat. But there's a foul there by Bailey, and I reckon that was before the shot. Let's see if the officials agree. Lawrence is going straight to the line, but there's the jam from Henshaw. Oh, the shot was being attempted by Lawrence, so there you go. How good has he been in the game so far? 13 points, 66%. I haven't seen Lawrence play before. The reason he's got this free throw shooting style dates back to a shoulder injury that he had.
And he's had to adjust his whole game around that shoulder too, as we see. He doesn't take many three-point shots. He really gets himself to the rim, and he's just done such a great job of adjusting his whole game, you know, to become a really great pro in leagues all around the world.
Bailey. Here's McCarron almost losing it. McCarron, that's impressive. That's a counter from Mitch McCarron. Ever since that ankle injury, he has shown some real heart and courage. Back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe he goes for a three-point play, his second of the game. And it's back to a 1-point game. McCarron up to 8 points. He's actually the leading scorer for Taranaki in this game so far, alongside Froling. Oh, he concedes a little foul there, though. Not much contact there, Crystal, but it's contact nonetheless.
Yeah, and this Otago Nuggets team is just being really aggressive. The Airs have to be more disciplined because they're going to keep putting the Nuggets on the line if they keep fouling them, obviously, as we see the foul count getting up there in this quarter.
Coleman out there now for his second stint for the Nuggets. Bardsley feeds it to Coleman. Nice combination between the two bench players.
Yeah, great pass from Bardsley, and we saw that connection brewing in Rapid League when Coleman went off in that game.
Karen to Froling. Speaking of great combinations, those two have been tight for Taranaki all season long, and Froling's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 now. Sam Froling with 8 points. First visit to the free throw line in the game, the Chemist Warehouse stripe. .70% free throw shooter. Again, these free throws are just keeping Taranaki right there. Froling hits double figures. First Taranaki player to do so. Lawrence, the leading scorer, though, in the game. Knox almost getting in a bit of trouble. Now Henshaw. Coleman just mistimes his rebound attempt there. Now Cameron gives it to Tobias. Cameron. Bailey has it blocked by Lawrence. And now here comes Darko Kelly. Oh, he should have taken the layup himself there. McCarron's got it. Froling looking for the foul, not coming, but he's still good enough to get the 2 points from Coleman. And Taranaki hit the front by 1.
What a sequence of plays right there, getting out in transition. Really pretty ball movement, but Froling the only one able to put it down as we see another foul called on the ears.
Yeah, Lawrence is going back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Exciting play, and that's a tough basket finish there from Froling. Kind of wonder why the whistle didn't get blown there for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he wondered why too.
Kamani Lawrence back at the free throw line again. This is his 3rd visit in the game. He's going at 3 from 5, 60% so far. Nice visit there from Kamani Lawrence. 16 points for him. Hope you're enjoying the Cells NBL game. Folks, as Davison. Lawrence concedes the foul on Davison. That's Lawrence's 2nd. Davison scored the first 6 points of the game for Taranaki, but he's been on the pine for a little while on 2 fouls. It's just the 2nd free throw miss for Taranaki in the game. He's got that one radar away as well. Darko Kelly blows past Cameron, and that's a strong move there from Darko Kelly.
Great move by Darko Kelly to get by his own player and then go up against the bigger Sam Froling for the finish. And these Nuggets, they're just getting it done right now.
Darko Kelly's first 2 points of the game. Now McCarron for a 3, not going to drop. And it's going to be Nuggets ball with 3:34 to play in this first half.
The Airs are going to have to start knocking it down from the outside to keep drawing that Nuggets defense out. Every time they drive, they're all just, drawing them into that paint, making it hard to get the finishes inside. And that's kind of been their game plan so far.
Interesting, we've only had 1 3-pointer in the game so far. As we see Henshaw getting a little trouble. Coman loses it to Andrew. Shot clock down to 6 for Russo Nance. Short with that deep 2. And Davison just keeps it in the court. Karen. The only player to hit a 3 in the game is Rokawa. Messy play there from Taranaki. Otago couldn't pick up the ball as we see McCarran. Shot clock right down to 2 seconds. And they're going to get a second chance here. Do the years. Rokawa. Nice reverse layup from Daron Rokawa.
Yeah, he likes that matchup from the start, and a great steal by Carlin Davidson, and one. He's injected himself back into this game really nicely.
Wow, what a 5-second burst there for Taranaki. Rokawa and then Davison. That was sizzling play from both of them.
We see Mitch McCarran just talking to his team every stoppage. He's really trying to pull them together, get them back in this game. He wants some momentum going their way.
Carlin Davison completes the 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Taranaki with a 5-0 run. Gets them back in front by 2. Henshaw. Andrew. Russo Nance. Can't get Otago's 3. Was there a foul on Bardsley? Was there a foul on Russo Nance?
I think that might have been on Mitch McCarran on the box out. Just a little bit too much contact down there.
Hang on. Russo Nance going to the line. Maybe it will be. No, it's just 2 free throws for Russo Nance. He's got 8 points in the game. Otago have only attempted 4 3-pointers so far, 2 Crystal, which is really interesting. They haven't nailed them. 0 from 4.
Yeah, but we know that they can shoot it from out there and that they are a high-scoring team. And they have a lot of individuals that can knock it down from outside the 3.
Referees O'Connor and Clark just trying to clarify something there. Still some indecision perhaps here as Russo Nance gets that free throw to fall. We heard a whistle just a moment ago.
Yeah, a lot of discussion going on all around the court right now. Just trying to figure it out.
Score 43-42. Russo Nance with this last free throw. He's going to drop that one too, so back to 43 apiece. Russo Nance up to 10 points in the game. Here's Davison, almost loses it to Lawrence. Froling. Sam Froling. There's a goaltending there. So Froling convinced that was goaltending. Regardless, it was. So the 2 points has been given to Taranaki Crystal. So 3-point play here for Froling.
Yeah, what a passage of play these last couple possessions have been. A lot of discussion between the referees, a lot of discussion between the coaches.
Yeah, we're taking the scenic route to the last 30 seconds or so, but we're getting there. Rolling with that basket's up to 14 points now. Still discussions going on with the officials here. Foul went on Darko Kelly. Now McCarron's not happy with something. Is the 2 going to count?
A lot of stuff going on. The Airs are wanting the basket to count. The Nuggets are wondering who the foul was called on. All we know is Froling is taking a free throw.
Yeah, and we're waiting. Saw the officials indicate that Darko Kelly picked up that foul.
Right, maybe but that's what the confusion is about. They're holding up 2 fingers for the foul or 2 fingers for the shot.
Well, we're going to have a timeout now with just under 2 minutes to play. Or is this a timeout here, Crystal?
Yeah, not sure. I think both teams just said, you know what, if you're going to take this long to figure it out, we're just going to go have a little talk to ourselves while you're doing that. Either way, these Nuggets have really come out this first half and played really hard. And they led for most of the start of this game. The Airs have really fought to get themselves back in this game. But great defense by the Nuggets so far. And now we're pointing at the shot clock. Not too sure.
No. Well, it's just hurry up and wait. Main scoreboard in the stadium is not working, is what we've been told. Thank you. Here is Froling. Finally gets the 3-point play, and it's Taranaki leading by 3. There we are. That's causing the issues at the moment. Oh, look at that. Oh, Darko Kelly slips on the floor. That was really disappointing for Otago. Davison. Cross court it goes to Rokawa. Froling. Stolen there by Otago, and here comes Russo Nance. Tipped back by Andrew. Darko Kelly can't drop the 3. Russo Nance can't get the putback. And now McCarron. Davison helps himself to 2 points. And Taranaki have a 5-point lead, their biggest of the game so far. Well, that was really disappointing to see. I think it was Darko Kelly slipping at the other end there, Crystal. That really was a problem for Otago.
Yeah, just a couple empty possessions just then. Obviously, Darko Kelly slipped on that one. And then they had a lot of opportunities to score just then, but just couldn't get it done. Great hands from Dante to get that steal and get them out on the break, but just couldn't convert in the end.
And now Taranaki have a nice little lead, don't they? Their first little buffer in the contest. So far, Otago have done well to absorb those and hit back. And here they are. They're going to have to do it all again.
Yeah, 1 minute left in this first half. They'll want to finish off strong heading into halftime. But they've had a lot of great offense going their way.
The crowd still not realizing that this game is far from done.
But a great crowd in Taranaki. It's great to see. Love to see the Yeti walking around.
Exactly. Great gym, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Okay. 70 seconds to play. Aitchison out there now for the Nuggets. a kick out ball to Henshaw. Declined the opportunity to take the three. Now he will take it. Andrew can't get it over Davison. Another stop here for Taranaki.
We just saw a change up in defense there, a little bit of an extended press into a zone. Just giving the Nuggets something else to attack against.
Karen, Rokawa. And it's been tipped out of court there by Tobias Cameron. 31 seconds left. This is important here for Otago.
It is. They'll want to finish strong. They'll want to convert this possession and get it back just within a couple possessions. Heading into the second half. Can't get that one to drop.
That's a trademark Ben Henshaw move there that he missed. So now here come Taranaki with the last play of this first half. And a player timeout called by Mitch McCarron, who wants to talk things over.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here. They've only hit one three-pointer all game. I think that was Daron Rokawa.
Yeah, 1 from 9 from three-point line is Taranaki, and Otago 0 from 6.
Yeah, which is really odd from them. They obviously have a lot of shooters, a lot of scorers on their team. Usually one person heats up for the Nuggets and gets it going from outside, but we haven't seen that here tonight.
Lawrence has been great inside, hasn't he? 16 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists too. Froling for Taranaki, working on Andrew. Froling almost has it stolen. Rokawa, oh, he nails it on the buzzer. Daron Rokawa off the bench has been fantastic for Taranaki in this first half. 9 points for him, and it's Taranaki up by 7 at halftime. Challenge still remains. They are trailing by 7 points despite a pretty decent performance from the Otago team. It's Taranaki up by 7. Second half coming up shortly here from New Plymouth. Stay with us on Sky Sport. $50-43 it is. It's the Taranaki Airs in front of the Otago Nuggets as we're not too far away from a start in the second half here in New Plymouth. Sells NBL action for your Friday night. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Kamani Lawrence, the leading scorer in the game with 16. He's shooting at 66%. And he's been a major factor as to why Otago have been very competitive. If just losing their way a touch in that last 60 seconds of that first half. Who will win and by how much? That's the mixandpick.com vote or poll today. Just scan that QR code. Most popular margin there is the Airs, 67%, which is where we are at the moment. If you think the Airs are going to just ease out a bit further, go for that one, folks. Or if you think Otago can come back and pinch the victory and upset with the victory, not many of you think that. To be fair, at the moment at just 12%. But I wonder, Crystal, if we put this up maybe, I don't know, 2 minutes out from half time, whether there'd be completely different margin or percentages that were up on the screen just a moment ago.
Yeah, maybe. I would have been interested to see what it was after the first quarter because the Nuggets started very well and the Airs came out, I'd say, maybe a little bit complacent to start this game. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in this second half and if they come out with a little bit more urgency.
Yeah, Otago outscored Taranaki in the first quarter by 2, but it was Taranaki's second quarter for sure. 31 to 22. And I've got to give Rokawa a lot of props here. 9 points, shooting at 50%. And, you know, he's been a real energizer bunny, if you like, off the bench for Taranaki. Just shows you the depth that they've got in their squad at the moment and why they're in the top 3.
Yeah, not only did he come out scoring a bunch, he also played great defense, was picking up full court, was really being a nuisance for the point guards, bringing the ball up the court. So really got it sparking for the ears on that end of the floor as well.
So there might be a bit of a delay to the start of the second half, folks, with scoreboard issues continuing here in New Plymouth. So we'll just keep an eye on that for you. Chance to just remind you again, we have 2 games coming up tomorrow in the NBL. The early game at 3 o'clock, or rather at 4 o'clock, is the Canterbury Rams up against Hawke's Bay. And then we've got the Tuatara hosting the Saints in Auckland from 7:30. Rapidly games prior to each of those 2 games as well. And then on Sunday, we are in Otago for the Southland Sharks Franklin Bulls game, and then the doubleheader that day has the Nuggets moving down to Palmy to play the Jets. And you reckon the Jets are going to be, I mentioned the Sharks earlier, maybe spoiling a few teams coming down the stretch of the season. You reckon the Jets are going to do the same, Crystal?
I think the Jets have some more wins in them. They've added some pieces to their team, and yeah, things could look to turn tides for them as well down there in Manawatu.
Wouldn't it be fascinating if Southland and Manawatu, actually, who have really struggled over the first half of the season, start to make a bit more competitive their matches?
Yeah, they will, and they'll look to upset some teams and, you know, maybe jiggle around some things in that ladder, because, yeah, they are sitting at the bottom of the table right now, but have some things to prove. They have a lot of pride to play for, and like I mentioned, both teams have added some new pieces into their groups. So could that be the difference?
That would be fascinating to see if they do. They're a long way from the playoff contention. Nelson locking down 6th place at the moment with 5 wins from their 12 games. And Manawatu and Southland have just 1 game or 1 win each. So they would need to go on some serious runs. But let's see, good to see both those teams actually getting themselves sorted, if albeit a bit late through the season 2024.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Jets are eyeing up this Nuggets team, obviously losing their last 4 games. They've just lost to the Southland Sharks, who, as we said, were at the bottom of the table. So the Jets will be circling the Nuggets name on their schedule. But after tonight and the way the Nuggets have started, they're starting to look back, you know, how they started at the start of the season. They're looking in good form again and very competitive.
So not too far away now with third quarter about to start here in New Plymouth. Going to be Otago with the first possession. Rousseau Nance with 8 points, 4 rebounds. Has his hands on the ball, a 19-year-old. Henshaw. Quick turnaround 3-pointer. He's been fouled there, has he? Taking that 3-point attempt, he has. It's a good start to the third quarter for the Nuggets.
Yeah, it is, and we've only seen 1 3-pointer drop this game so far, which is unusual for this Nuggets team, who have a lot of snipers in their lineup. But we'll see if he can get 3 points from the Chemist Warehouse line instead.
Indeed, they all count, don't they? Shaw is an 80% free throw shooter this season from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Rattles that one in too. Shaw, remember, is in his first season in New Zealand. He's just 19. From Western Australia, and there he is, narrowing the gap to 5 points. Henshaw has 11 in the game. In fact, 9 points rather. Now here's Cameron. Cameron gets rid of Rousseau Nance, and then Davison. Messy play from both teams. There's mini fakes. and buries the three-pointer. Elijah Mini, we've hardly called his name out the whole game.
Yeah, he has been a little bit quiet, but we know that he can get going. He is a sniper from the outside, and he's also a rim protector.
That's very nice from Henshaw. Very nice indeed. He has 11 points now. In fact, he has 13 points. Otago will get it back to a 5-point game. Flynn Cameron loses it out of court.
Not sure if Dante got his hand to that, but if he did, he has been great at picking people's pockets in this game.
There's that three from Mini. That was a sweet shot from the outside. Here's Henshaw looking to get hot. He's stone cold lost it. Now Mini, look out. Here's Elijah Mini, yeah. Oh, is he hurt after slamming that one home?
Yeah, that looked like a tough ball. Might have just got some contact from Lawrence there after the ball went in the hoop. There was no foul, but I definitely think there was some contact that sent him to the ground.
It was always going to be a jam. Yeah, Mini hits the court hard there. He's going to be okay. Play on, Mini with a three and then a jam. Back to a 7-point game. Just the margin we were at half-time. Knox for Otago. Yeah, Mini's fine. He almost stole that, didn't he? Right off Kamani Lawrence. Henshaw, nice pass into Andrew. That was pretty.
Beautiful pass. Just getting that right through the pocket. Is that a technical foul?
It is. Flynn Cameron maybe having something to say there. Now, Taranaki. Henshaw completes the free throw. And Otago get the bonus point. Davison to inbound it. Rokawa. Interesting. Sam McKinnon's taken Flynn Cameron out of the game. Straight off that technical foul. Here's Davison. Rolls it in for two more for Carlin Davison, who has 13 in the game. Good full court pressure. Too Mini almost steals it.
Yeah, Mini has been very active in this second half on defense. Got a few tips, just hasn't been rewarded yet.
Also Nance. Cameron out of the game with 3 fouls, in fact. Karen also has 3 fouls. He's out there, though. Beautiful ball into Andrew again, who missed the layup this time. Froling. Here comes Davison. McCarron. Mini looks to tip it in. In fact, Davison's got it in for 2 points.
Great little combination we've seen on these last couple of possessions between Henshaw and Andrew going to the hoop.
Lawrence. So Nance, this 8-point margin is now the biggest of the game. So Nance again, working on Rokawa. Henshaw. Oh yes, Ben Henshaw is really starting to cook up in this third period.
Yes, he is. He's starting to assist the ball well, gets that 3 to drop. He's had some free throws going in, so maybe just seeing those going in the hoop has opened his shot up as well.
17 points for Henshaw now. Here's McCarron. Over to Davison. He buries the 3, Carlin Davison.
Too much time on that 3-pointer, not enough urgency getting out to him. And he makes Lawrence pay.
Big margin again, 8 points. Lawrence. Andrew from the corner. Ha-ha! Jack Andrew.
Great answer from the Nuggets, just ticking away at this score, and it's a 5-point game.
Davison. Looked like he just stone cold lost that, but the foul is coming for Taranaki. Well, 3-pointers, one for Davison here. He's a good 3-point shooter. We saw that one from Jack Andrew as well. Who would have thought that Jack Andrew would have been one of only 2 Otago players in the game to have a 3 so far, Crystal?
Right, he shoots the ball under 30% from the 3-point line. So I'm sure he's happy to see that one going, and after missing that layup just before that, he'll be happy about that.
Jack Andrew with that 3, he's checking out of the game. Coleman coming back in. He's checking out with 10 points and 3 rebounds.
And I think Colin Davison might just had a little bit of blood on him or something. He might need to get that cleaned up. And that's why he has a sub coming his way.
Checking back in. Davison sitting down for the meantime with 18 points and 9 rebounds. Having a very solid all-round game, isn't he?
He is. He's been very active on the boards. We saw him just get that tip in earlier, but he's been keeping the ball alive for the years.
Following with the offensive rebound and feeds Flynn Cameron very nicely there. Taranaki continue to at this decent margin, and that's going to be picked up by Coleman. Lawrence. Team there, and he's going to lure a foul out of, looked like Sam Froling.
Yeah, it might have just been twice Cameron on the wraparound. But the Airs, once again, are getting themselves into the bonus. So if the Nuggets can stay aggressive and work themselves back in this game through the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Foul. Okay, Kelly to inbound it. Russo Nance for 3. Yes, Dante Russo Nance, his first 3 of the game. He's up to 11 points. Otago hanging around here.
Yeah, Russo Nance really been an energizer for this Nuggets team. So we see him just great hands and gets the steal.
What about the pass from Henshaw as well? And Russo Nance has 10 points all of a sudden. This is great stuff from Otago. Back they come again. Mini can't get the 3 to drop. That was very close though. Russo Nance now has 13 points. There goes Lawrence to work again. Can't get the 3-point play to drop, but he'll go back to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Yeah, unlucky not to get that one to fall. It hit everything around the rim, just didn't go in. But he has been awesome in this game so far. Already having 18 points and a very strong take as we see on that replay.
Well, he's got to hand it to the Nuggets. Felt like Taranaki might stretch right away here, but back come the Nuggets showing some much needed resolve. Got to keep it going though. Kind of fell apart for them in the 4th quarter against Southland in their previous match.
Yeah, and they have struggled to finish close games. We saw a few games ago versus the Phi when it was really tight. They couldn't get that one across the line. So they'll want, to try get a lead early in the 4th and really try to stretch it out from there. They won't want to take this down to the wire.
Davison. Now Froling. Nice strong move by Froling, but no foul by Coleman. And there is a foul. Tobias Cameron getting tangled up.
Man, they are swarming Sam Froling every time they get it in there. And that was a great decision by Darko Kelly just there. Just reading that Tobias Cameron's momentum was probably going to push him into him and just selling that foul. and just taking an easy trip down to the Chemist Warehouse line.
Exactly. Look at Taranaki in the penalty already, and there's still 4:47 to play in this third quarter. So this is Darko Kelly. .67% free throw shooter. Going at around 12 points per game this season. And remember, not too long ago, Crystal, this lead was 8 points to Taranaki, and now we're back to a tied ball game.
Yeah, the Nuggets are just hanging around, playing good defense, getting good stops. And the Airs just haven't found their rhythm as we see another steal.
Oh, Cameron picks up the loose ball. Mini. Now Okawa wisely settles it down. Cameron, attempted tip in from Bailey was no good, and here comes Ben Henshaw again. Just up the pace there on Quinton Bailey. Okawa has it now for Taranaki. Works off Bailey. Knox has picked up the loose ball, and Lawrence has lost it out of court. Again, Otago just a little sloppy on a couple of those plays there.
Yeah, just a few turnovers in transition that have really cost them. If they could have got those out, they could have stretched this to a 4-point lead, and they're going their way.
Carlin Davison now wearing the 00 after that bit of blood earlier. Cameron working off McCarron, off Bailey, and that's a nice play from Flynn Cameron rather. He has 6 points in the game.
Great hesitation from him, and just too easy for him to get around that big.
Of course, Flynn Cameron will be off soon with the Tall Blacks. They are trying to qualify for the Olympics. Henshaw for 3. His third quarter is really going well for him. 20 points.
Yeah, he has heated up in this second half. He's seen that his team is in the game and is really trying to take over offensively. He almost had that steal, but was just called for the foul.
Yeah, it's just a second, though, for Ben Henshaw. Marley Lawrence has 3, by the way, for Otago, folks, and 3 players on 3, in fact, 4 players on 3 fouls for Taranaki. The Cameron brothers, Bailey and McCarron. Here's Flynn Cameron at the line. They touched on the Tall Blacks, of course. Off to Europe they go soon.
Yeah, and that will be a big change up for teams across the whole league. Obviously, there's some key starting pieces that will be going missing with the Tall Blacks tour coming up. So these wins are crucial before they go, and really getting that team chemistry with them before they leave.
Taranaki by 1 point, 3:15 to play in the third period. Darko Kelly, nice ball, and there's Henshaw. He missed, but he gets his own rebound with a bit of helping hand there from Jack Andrew. Otago back in front by 1. Davison. That's beautiful play there from Carlin Davison. 20 points for him. There goes a 3 from Darko Kelly. Now both teams are heating up nicely.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those 3 balls drop. We didn't see any in the first half except 1. But now everything seems to be falling for our shooters in the second half. Great finish by Carlin Davison there. Just so athletic. If you don't get a body on him, he is going to get it again and make you pay.
Well, he's up to 22 points, and he's closing in on his career high of 26, which he got against the Giants earlier on this year. So give it back to Davison. There's Cameron. Beautiful spin move from Flynn Cameron. Here comes Rousseau. Nance, and now Bardsley has it smashed out of his hands by Davison. And Cameron's got the loose ball. Well, it's all happening at both ends of the court at the moment as McCarron brings the ball back down court.
Yeah, McCarron just slowing the pace back down. There was a few really quick possessions just then. And Minnie likes this matchup.
Blocked by Andrew. Here comes Otago again. Darko Kelly. 2-point game it is. Nice ball into Andrew. Love the kick out pass. Here's Henshaw, the man with the hot hand. Can't nail it though this time. And Flynn Cameron has a beautiful ball to Davidson. Minnie is smashed by Henshaw.
Nice little over the head pass there from Davison, who had two players to choose from in transition. The Nuggets just a bit slow getting back on transition, and Henshaw had to foul that one.
Yes, indeed. He had no option. Henshaw closing in on his season high of 24 points too. He's just 2 off that. Elijah Minnie. So it's still Taranaki by 3. Minnie up to 8 points at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Make that 9. Can't expression on Sam McKinnon's face. Still game on here for sure here in New Plymouth. Darcy Knox. Andrew. There's Lawrence back out there now on 3 fouls. Unlucky there. Tough take there from Tobias Cameron. Foul coming in from Darcy Knox.
A great physical move by Lawrence before that to get that up. Was unlucky not to get it to drop. And then Tobias just got twisted up on that rebound. But he's strong, he'll take it. Get back up and he's fine.
Rokawa. Just getting it over the halfway line in time, I would suspect. Here's Rokawa. Froling. Davison for 3. And there's Froling grabbing the ball on the weak side. Oh, communication breaks down there with Davison or Bailey. Don't even know myself who was supposed to get that one, Crystal.
Yeah, not too sure about that one. And Sam Froling, doesn't often turn it over. He usually makes great decisions out of the post. So, yeah, he's not at playing his best basketball tonight so far. 15
points and just 5 rebounds. What about Carlin Davison? 22 points and 11 rebounds, more than making up for Froling's performance.
Yeah, not that Froling isn't scoring a lot, but yeah, just not getting as many rebounds or assists, and it's not looking as easy as it usually does for him. And just a bad foul right then by Carlin Davison. Just too easy, not much time left on the clock. His team is in the bonus, and that puts Ben Henshaw straight back on the line, and we know that he is a great free throw shooter.
Yes, indeed, he's going at 80%. Touched on Henshaw up to 23 points. Make that 24, so that equals his, season's high is actually 31. 31 against the Giants in round 6. His career high 24 points was in the ANBL, which was against the Phoenix. So let me get my NBLs right here, Crystal.
Right, let you get your career highs right.
Exactly, very important.
Too many.
Of course. Exactly. Here's Rokawa. Doesn't get the roll off the rim, and that's fallen for Russo Nance.
And good idea by Andrews just to tip that out just then. There was too many people around him for him to bring that down safely, so just tip it out to his teammate.
So here's the last play of the third quarter. 2 seconds. Oh, Russo Nance. Andrew got it away in time, but it all rather messy again for Otago at the end of that third quarter. But we've got a grandstand finish coming up with Taranaki up by 2 with 10 minutes to play. It's the Cells special for the next few days, folks. The large Nona at just $30 to scan that QR code. It's valid until Tuesday. Get into it, folks, with the large Nona. Now, we have a 2-point game here with Taranaki 76-74. We've just both been talking off air, Crystal, about how good on Otago for coming here to play tough in this game. It has been a good performance from them so far, but they need to kick on here from their perspective.
Yeah, they do. And Ben Henshaw really got it done in that third quarter, scoring 16 points for the Nuggets. He really came alive, and we know that once he's hot, he can really get going.
Froling, got to hand it to Taranaki, though. They're getting a stern test here, though, and they are still ahead by 4 points. Carlin Davison leading the mixandpick.com MVP for the game, and rightly so. His numbers are outstanding. Oh, not for the first time we see a player slip on the floor. So Nance, again, Otago very unlucky right there.
Yeah, unlucky right there, but they were lucky in the first half. They had a lot of those loose balls and a lot of those, mishaps, slips on the floor and things like that going their way. So it's just coming to bite them back in the bum right now.
4-point game for Taranaki. Well, as much as we talk about how we've enjoyed Otago's resolve and heart that they've played in this game, Taranaki, though, have absorbed it and are doing well to keep their nose in front. Otago making them work extra hard for every single basket. Now Froling, that's a beautiful ball from Rokawa. As Froling gets rid of Russo Nance.
Yeah, and they are making him work super hard. Obviously, he is a front runner for the MVP award this season, but they are not making things easy for him. They're swarming him when he gets the ball. They're keeping him off the boards. But this man has been doing everything for the Ears right now. Carlin Davison with the awesome assist to Froling on that one.
Yes, and straight away Brent Matahaere has called the timeout, as again we see some momentum threatening to loom out of Taranaki. 4-0 start to start this final quarter. There's Russo Nance. Just picked up a little bit of a knock there after tumbling to the court a couple of times. Good timeout for Otago to call here, I think, Crystal.
Yeah, they want to talk about it, and with Russo Nance just going to see the trainer for some attention, they're going to just have to adjust their game a little bit, because he has been awesome for them throughout this game. He's gotten a lot of tips defensively. He's been electric on the offensive end, being aggressive to score, had some good assists and things like that. So they're going to have to make up for what they're missing with him.
24 points for Ben Henshaw, the leading scorer in the game. Carlin Davison still on 22 for the Taranaki Ears. Just leaking out to a 6-point game again. Taranaki have really absorbed everything, as we touched on earlier, being made to work for their victory, which is still on track. Biggest lead of the game has been 8 for Taranaki, as Henshaw squeezes between two players. Rokawa is going to pick up that foul. That's his third in the game.
And that has been a worry for the Ears throughout this game. They've got themselves in a lot of foul trouble and early in quarters. So that means they've put the Nuggets to the free throw line, on the back end of a lot of these quarters.
No one on 4 fouls, though, as Andrew finds the lane nice and open. Helps himself to 2 points. He has 12 in the game. Yes, 6 Taranaki players are on 3 fouls, but none on 4. So in that respect, they've got a bit of breathing space. Froling. Is it to Rokawa, one of those players on 3 fouls, and he has it stripped out of his hands by Darcy Knox, who goes to 4 fouls in the game.
Rokawa has been great off the bench for the Ears tonight. He's really been aggressive, got himself downhill, had some assists here and there, knocked down some 3-pointers, but has really found himself at this Chemist Warehouse line all night.
Yes, he's got 10 points in the game now. A couple of assists. And a solid performance from Rokawa. It's Taranaki by 6 with 8:14 to play. Lawrence. Lane closes thanks to Carlin Davison. Now Knox. This is Darko Kelly. Henshaw picks up the loose ball. And nice job done by Darko Kelly on the offensive rebound. Now Lawrence working on Davison here. Beautiful ball into Andrew. 2 more for Otago.
Oh man, they work so well together. Lawrence draws so much attention because he scores so well, and Andrew just cuts, behind his defense and can sneak in those little tips just like that.
There's Froling up high on Andrew. Froling, there's his power and skill on display once more. And off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 goes Sam Froling. Lovely stuff there from Andrew and from Lawrence. Well, we talk about Sam Froling having a quiet game. Well, he's just up to 19 points now.
Right, not that quiet.
No, indeed. Maybe quiet on the offensive, rather on the boards with only 6. Here he is at the free throw line once more. It's 4 from 4 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe in the game for Sam Froling.
He's just so strong, so experienced and so skilled. Even though there's 3 players coming to him, even though they're trying to swarm him and get the ball out of his hands, he still finds a way to score and draw fouls.
21 points for him, 22 for Davison, that's 45. From the power forward in the centre. Good numbers. Now Bardsley. Henshaw. Uncontested rebound from Minnie this time. Otago just need to go back to the things that were working for them well. I don't know if that play was a smart play that time, Crystal.
Yeah, and they're really just missing Dante Russo-Nance here. Another attacking, guard for them that's really electric and can get things done. So we see Sam Froling take a hard shot there, and the Nuggets come up with the ball. They need more of that. They need some more stops.
Andrew settles himself for a 3. Can't nail it, but Lawrence got himself in good position. Yes, Russo-Nance out of the game for the meantime. Still getting some assistance from the trainer. Here's Darko Kelly. Messy, but Henshaw picks up the ball. No foul by McCarron. And who's that going to? In fact, it's Bardsley over there. Going to be Taranaki ball, it looks like.
Yeah, and things just going the way of the Airs right now. The momentum just feels like it's going the Airs' way. The Nuggets need some more stops. They need a stop here. And just need to keep chipping away at this league. 6 minutes is a long time in a basketball game. And they're only 6 points down.
Taranaki have their starting 5 all out on court at the moment. Really looking to finish this game strongly. Here's Froling. Not much room over there for Sam Froling. Still gets it out here for Tobias Cameron. And Cameron gets his own rebound. That's really typical play from Cameron.
Yeah, just stays active on the boards. As we've said all game, he's very strong in there, and you need to put a body on him. Russo-Nance likes this matchup.
Aitchison back to an 8-point game now. Equals the biggest lead of the game. Lawrence. It's been turned over. Kamani Lawrence disappointed with the turnover there.
Yeah, and a good foul by the Nuggets then, just stopping the game while Kamani Lawrence, was out of court and tied up in the ropes back there. So just stop the game, get him back into it, and let's play 5-on-5 again instead of giving up an advantage.
Cameron on Henshaw. Davison. Cameron again. 6 on the shot clock. All blocked there. And it's been taken away by Darko Kelly. Nice layup from Darko Kelly over Sam Froling. And we've got a timeout by Sam McKinnon. Darko Kelly with that layup goes to 9 points.
Great defense by the Nuggets then by Lawrence to cover that, get that block and get his team out on the run. And the Nuggets just creeping back into this game.
Yeah, they won't go away. It's a hearty performance from them. But in the brutal light of day, it's this team that have, once they've hit the front, have proved very tough to crack.
Yeah, they got that lead and they've just kept it. It's been, gone back and forth in terms of scoring. But the Airs have just been able to keep their nose in front, as you've said. And the Nuggets will just need to keep chipping away because, as I mentioned, they won't want this to come down to the wire. The Airs are very good, when it's a close game in the end and they have a lot of closers on their team that can get it over the line. The Nuggets will want to blow this out and try to get the lead before we get down to those final few minutes.
Both teams shooting the ball at 46%. 38 rebounds in the game to Taranaki, 35 for Otago. Just going through all the stats, it's all pretty even. Otago have turned it over 14 times to 9 to Taranaki, so there's a little bit of a difference there. Other than that, it's pretty even. Taranaki need execution to get the win here in this game. That won't do it, as Henshaw helps himself to a steal and 2 points.
Great read from him there just to pick that pass and get this game back within 4 points.
Cameron working off McCarron. Flynn Cameron again, shot clock down to 7. Cameron's fouled. And Darko Kelly disappointed with that foul. It's just a second, but it was right at the end of the shot clock period.
Yeah, it was, and they want to push off foul. They might have a case. But either way, Flynn is shooting 2 shots.
Cameron at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
I like his little free throw routine. Just, calms himself down.
Yeah, it works. He's going at 90% this season. So he hasn't missed many. And those were important free throws too at a critical time of the game. Back to a 6-point margin. Darko Kelly. Lawrence. Here he goes, Kamani Lawrence. And again, he lures him a foul. And I think that might go on number 12, Carlin Davidson. That's foul number 4 for him.
Oh, that's trouble for the Airs. He has been awesome throughout this game. He's done it all. He's been great on the boards for the Airs. So he will be a big loss if he picks up another foul.
Don't be confused, folks. That 00 that Davis is wearing is not his original number. To change his singlet due to some blood earlier. And Lawrence at the line now for more free throws. Quiet second half so far, Kamani Lawrence. But he gets both those free throws, important ones for the Nuggets. He's up to 20 points. 4-point game. Here comes McCarron. Goes baseline, Mitch McCarron. Froling. And there's a strong move by Sam Froling.
Yeah, he just set himself up for that spin move. Knew most of the floor was packed on that left side, so knew that he was always going to come back onto that right and just drew that foul. And he has just been ticking away, scoring these points for the Airs.
Froling gets the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Been around about a 6-point margin, 4 to 6-point margin for a while now. As Froling continues his excellent season from the free throw line, he's 7 from 7 in this game. 6-point margin. Here comes Henshaw with 26 to his name. Now Lawrence. Henshaw again. Darko Kelly. Oh, it's fallen for Andrew. Tough shot there for Andrew. Good strong rebound by McCarron. Oh, he's called for steps, Mitch McCarron.
I think he did drag that pivot foot a little bit. He doesn't think so, but a good call by the referee just then to pick up that travel and give these Nuggets another chance to score.
Henshaw, quick three-pointer is ambitious. Froling this time. His easiest rebound of the game. Now Cameron. Froling sets the screen for him. McCarron for three. Not going to fall. Tipped in almost by Tobias Cameron. And now here comes Henshaw. Nice pass into Lawrence. Delayed his shot beautifully. Kamani Lawrence has 22.
Great dish by Henshaw just then. Great heads-up play to find Lawrence on that baseline. Just puts it away for the Nuggets.
Well, it's beautifully poised, this game, with just over 3 to play. Hope you're enjoying it here on Sky Sport, the Cells NBL. Excellent competitive match on your Friday night. Here's McCarron. The lane opens wide open there, and there's tipped in by Froling. 25 for him. Henshaw. Again, it's back to 6, Crystal.
Yeah, they're just hanging around.
Oh, stolen by Davison. And there's a foul there. So that's asking for a travelling violation.
Yeah, almost picked it, almost got a steal. But great read on that cross-court pass by Davison to get that.
McCarron. Yeah, rolls it to Davison. That's beautiful play again. Davison picked up a little injury there, maybe landed awkwardly, or maybe he's pulled his calf. Oh, he's struggling, Carlin Davison, 24 for him. I want to run that off as quickly as possible. Andrew. Nice basket there from Jack Andrew. He's up to 16.
It is absolutely a game of possessions. The Airs need to treasure them. They're in the lead, and the Nuggets need to steal some down the stretch. That's a great take by Flynn just then. Strong move to the rim. Strong finish, and the Nuggets absolutely needed timeout to talk about this.
Yes, indeed. There's Davison. Down a bit worse for wear, but that basket there was important. And you're right, Crystal, that timeout has come at a critical time. And Taranaki still getting their noses in front.
Be interesting to see what the Nuggets do here. They need some stops defensively. Are they going to change up their defensive scheme to try get some? But yes, they need to look after the ball and score their possessions.
76-74 at half-time. Carlin Davison still dominating your pick as MVP in the mixandpick.com poll. Taranaki outscoring Otago by 6 in this final quarter, 96-88. Well, stops now important for Otago if they want to find a way back in. And it's all about execution for Taranaki. As much as we've admired Otago's game, I've got to say I've admired Taranaki's game as well. They're pretty tough in this game, Crystal, as well.
Yeah, they have, and we see Cullen Davison just take a seat. Hopefully he's all right, but he did come up a bit ginger after that dunk.
Stretching out those calves. behind that advertising sign. Now here's Lawrence. Just a little push there from, I think, Elijah Minnie. He's going to pick up the foul. That's just a second foul. No one on 4 fouls in the Taranaki lineup.
Except for Cullen Davison, right?
Yeah, Davison.
He has 4, but he's not in right now, obviously.
Yes, Darcy Knox has actually fouled out with 5, and there's a miss there from Russo Nance, picked up by Minnie. And that's a little unfortunate there for Russo Nance, who's fouled. Otago on the penalty. There is Carlin Davison. Hopefully we'll see him again in the game.
Yeah, as we saw, Russo Nance just needing to be stretched out a little bit, had a little bit of a cramp.
Is that foul from Russo Nance an unsportsmanlike foul? Or is he just coming in for, no, he's just coming in for a second now.
Yeah, and I think they were just in the bonus. So we're shooting 2 no matter what.
Gets a second, Elijah Minnie. 9-point game. Going to be tough now for Brent Makahaidi's team. The time really against them now. Lawrence. Aitchison. Over to Darko Kelly. So Russo Nance not out on court at the moment. And another whistle. And that one's going to go against Taranaki.
Yeah, I think that might be on Tobias Cameron. Just boxed out a little too hard.
Very important plays here for Otago. Couple of good stops from Taranaki, and they'll get the win. But there's Henshaw at his best again. 28 for him in the game.
He has been electric in this second half. He has really kept the Nuggets in this game. Him and Lawrence have been getting a lot of the scoring done.
Absolutely. Now Froling, these are valuable seconds that Taranaki are soaking up here. Very good play there from Froling. That was just what Taranaki needed to close out this, help them close out this game. As we see Lawrence. Andrew tips it back. It's still in Otago's possession. Henshaw. And Lawrence is fouled there by Cameron.
He is heated about that. He doesn't like that call. But the move from Froling before was just too good. And we see that's 5 fouls on Tobias Cameron. And Cullen Davison comes back in with 4. But going back to that move from Sam Froling, just too big, too strong, too experienced down the stretch. That's all he needed, was just a little bit of space. He had his one-on-one battle and just backed him all the way down to the hoop.
Yeah, big props to the way Taranaki executed that last play. That really did reinforce their fourth quarter performance. Minnie grabs the rebound, and now Taranaki through Mitch McCarron. Here's Davison, fouled there by Aitchison. Not really much more Josh Aitchison can do now. Well, Taranaki again show their class. They've got all bases covered, don't they, Crystal? They really do. They've got some good guards, good power forwards, good small forward, good centre, obviously, good depth on the bench.
Yeah, they do. They have the athleticism, they have the experience to go all the way to the championship. They have the depth. They just can't get complacent. And they can't lose their urgency knowing that they have all these weapons on their team.
Davis has just equalled his career high of 26 points with those 2 free throws. Lawrence surely fouled there by Minnie. He is. And Lawrence is going to shoot 2 more free throws. But with 27.5 seconds left, Taranaki have really flexed their muscles in this last quarter.
They have, but I've loved the way that these Otago Nuggets have come out and fought. You know, they have the Jets up next. That is an absolute must-win for them if they want to stay in the hunt for the playoffs. And if they come out like they did today, I think that it's looking good for their next few games.
Lawrence gets the second free throw to drop. Full court pressure. Here's McCarron. Flynn Cameron back to Davison. McCarron. Yep, there's the foul from Henshaw. Froling calling it an unsportsmanlike foul. McCarron's going to shoot 2. Hopefully get to double figures, which will mean all the starters. No, he hasn't. I was just about to say all the starters are going to get double figures in the game for Taranaki. So it's a 10-point margin with just under 40 seconds to play, or over 40 seconds rather. But Taranaki, got to hand it to them. Excellent all-round performance.
Yeah, they've been great. Carlin Davison in particular has really shown out. He's got it done on the rebounding. He's got it done scoring. He's had some key assists here and there. Had some great defense. But yeah, he definitely was my MVP tonight.
3 steals too for Davison. Really fantastic game.
Right, and we talked about Sam Froling having a quiet game. Boy, does his stats say otherwise, with 27 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. But it wasn't easy for him. The Nuggets did, you know, it didn't look as easy as it usually does or as we would have expected.
Yeah, Taranaki have had to work really hard in this game to earn this victory. But it's going to be another victory here in the Cells NBL for them. And a deserved one too. As it will still see them lock in that top 3 spot on the ladder.
We'll see what the Nuggets have drawn up.
Henshaw. It's going to be a 3-pointer from Henshaw. It is. 31 points for him. He's equaled his season's high score. And there's another foul. This time by Aitchison. Henshaw has lit it up in the second half.
Yes, he has. He got it going from the mid-range in the first and then just really came alive in the second half from the 3-point line inside, finding his teammates. Had some great pocket passes here and there, but he really kept his team in this game right up to the end.
That free throw's seen Carlin Davison earn a new career high. Can't get the second, but he's got 27 points, which eclipses the 26 he got against the Giants back in round 5. Lawrence can't lay it in. Another foul by Aitchison, who's fighting to the end of this game. Lawrence disappointed he couldn't nail that one.
Yeah, looking at his hand like, come on, that was in and out. But he has been awesome tonight.
I think the thing that stands above perhaps all of the other things we've mentioned is the teamwork and the execution that Taranaki have managed to get going in the second half in particular.
Yeah, we've spoken about it all season. They seem to have a great culture going down in Taranaki. Sam Micken has done a great job of bringing this team together. As we've said, they have all the weapons they need to take it all the way. And if they can keep their chemistry strong and their culture going, they're looking really good come playoff time.
Player timeout is called with 3.4 seconds to play. Otago still want to get this last basket. Maybe for Henshaw to drop 34. There he is over the far side of the court. Bardsley to inbound it. Lawrence, almost a showtime play, and that's going to get it done. It's a win for Taranaki, the 9th in the Cells NBL season. They roll on as a major threat in this league as they close out an 8-point victory over the Otago Nuggets, 103-95. Really good days for Carlin Davidson and Froling, both with 27 points. As we see Carlin Davidson, your pick as the game MVP. Can't say that's a surprise given what we've seen from him in this one.
Yeah, definitely not. Like we said, he got it done in all categories throughout this game. Played with 4 fouls in the end and was able to stay in it. As we see, he tied for 27 points for the leading score with Sam Froling. Ben Henshaw absolutely went off for the Nuggets and got it done. Kamani Lawrence, as we know, can score in bunches, and he did tonight. The Nuggets fought hard and kept themselves in this game right up until the end. And yeah, they shouldn't hang their heads too low about this one. 11
rebounds for Carlin Davison, 8 for Jack Andrew, who toiled away pretty well with 16 points in the game as well. Riso Nance, couple of injury problems for him through the game, but he had a decent game too with 13 points and 4 assists and 6 rebounds. And there's Andrew. Great effort from Davison and Riso Nance in the steals as well. So there we are, folks. It's a win to Taranaki over Otago. And this is what's coming up over the next couple of days. The Rams and the Hawks and the Tuatara and the Saints coming up tomorrow as we continue Sal's NBL action. Congratulations to Taranaki. They win this game over Otago by 105-95. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good evening.